hate it here.
Anyways, we're live. What the fuck happened last time? Shenanigans.
You got paid?
Ooh. Got paid aggressively. We
You
didn't.
got
Rivia,
paid?
Rivias did upgrading. And talked to...
Right, you never provided me the fucking magic item list. We never did that after session.
We never did that.
We can do it now.
I knew I'd been forgetting something.
And you and I never talked about your theory that you had.
Game theory?
No.
My theory? I forgot
Yes.
my theory already.
Okay. Well, fair enough. That's par for the course when you're involved.
What's that supposed to mean, love? Match.
The answer is yes.
But yeah, I knew I was getting fucking something for the session.
Yeah, I forgot my theory. I didn't write it down, so it's gone forever.
The answer is always rutabaga.
Then Genshin is less forgiving because these kids don't know how to save currency. True. People see the ability to roll 10 times and go unga bunga, I'ma roll.
Pretty much.
What are you doing on the counter? Yes. I don't even see it.
Oh, Iron Mouse has yet another model.
Yeah.
He has yet another new model. The world is turning. The sky is blue. Iron Mouse has another model.
No. The world is turning, the sky is blue. Iron Mouse's model is new.
Got it.
Rhymes.
Stonks.
Stonks.
Rhymes. Stonks. Stonks rhymes.
Rhyming stonks.
Rhyming stonks. I'm a terrible panda. My rhymes are shit.
Well, at least this is all a bit.
God
I feel-
damn it. I hate it here.
I feel at this rate, someone's gonna throw a fit.
I'm leaving Fade away.
At this point,
I'm also leaving Stone. I hate it here. I'm not. This is a bit.
See? Case in point.
no, I'd prefer if you calm down and sit.
God fucking...
You're in the presence of people who like to rhyme. You are going to suffer.
God, this...
Hold on.
There are a lot of items. Jesus fuck.
Yes, that's why there was a list that you had of what the shop did and didn't have, but you've apparently misplaced that.
Yes, and I still don't know where.
Oh my god, fucking start searching. Don't fucking start searching.
Start making a list of where it might be.
Literally cannot find it in my notes. I have a feeling I dreamed them.
No, because you had one. Because there was very specifically a list that you had of what the magic item shop had that I have forgotten the name of again.
The fermenter's
fermenter's
brew.
Okay,
brew.
yeah, I knew it was something brew. I just No. What?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to say I'm going to be a bit of a bad DM here for a moment and say fuck it. Anything that isn't weapons or armor, you can make an argument for as being on the list for right now.
I mean, I brought a headband of intellect, so.
Yes, I
Yeah.
know that.
Well, fucking time to make the DM regret his decision.
Yes, I know. That's why I said I'm gonna be a bad DM here for a minute, and then I'm gonna set an alarm to remind me to remake this fucking list.
Well, how are you
I
gonna
mean, you can
make
give
the
it-
list if you don't know what the fuck was on it before?
I'm going to just go through the magic items list and do it again.
Fair enough. What rarity does this go up to?
Probably
This
rare.
goes up to a maximum of rare.
Okay.
It may
Hey, we can
even
get those
say,
boots of Elvenkind for Can.
Yo, Puck!
I know. I believe those were on there already.
No, they weren't. Because
They
you
were
rolled
what?
for it in our favor. You rolled for it in our favor, and they weren't there. So,
Oh.
you know.
Well,
I
I
sh-
mean, stock changes.
Fair enough. Hey, Can, what's boots of Elvenkind? So you make no noise. So if you're invisible, you physically cannot get detected. Unless, you know, someone has the invisibility.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, when I reach cleric level 5, I get greater invisibility as a domain spell?
What? Well, that only lasts for a minute, is the thing. I mean, I guess it makes sense? But yeah, it's
Hold
only
on,
lasts
I
for a
have to-
minute in this conk.
I have to
Well,
double check.
I mean, that's kind of irrelevant, because you have 23 AC.
No, I mean...
So,
no, it's
so
not
the fact...
greater.
Oh, it's not greater? It's only regular?
Hold on.
Okay.
Twilight Cleric!
Let's fucking go.
Oh, it's 7th level. Never mind.
No. Well, yeah, because greater invis is a 3rd level spell. 4th level? 4th level.
Yeah, and then at 5th level, I get Aura of Vitality and Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Nice. Not the greatest, but, you know.
It's pretty good. The bot is dead again.
It's
Kind of there, but it's struggling.
it's doing its best. It's fucking trying.
Yeah, it's fucking
I mean... Oh, right, no weapons. So I can't buy a Sword of Life Stealing. I cannot buy a Rapier of Life Stealing for Can.
Kick W. No weapons. Illegal. Banned.
Does no weapons include spell scrolls?
Those are not weapons.
Okay, just making sure.
She does already stack spell scrolls, so
Okay, noted.
stock spell scrolls.
Nodders. Okay, so then.
As I scroll through my notes, trying to desperately find this list.
before I make your life as a DM for balancing harder than it already is.
No, that's fucking Star Trek shit. I haven't looked at that shit in like 3 years.
Why do you have Star Trek?
Leo.
You know what? Fair.
Right, fair.
Huh.
Did I somehow delete it? Did I pull a U? Did I pull a Taylor and accidentally somehow delete this thing?
You put it in the trash?
I don't even know where the trash is!
What do you mean you don't know where the trash is?
You
I
go
don't
to
use Google Docs very often.
Drive start Google, and then you
Fucking.
then you go to and then you go to trash, and then you look for it there. But here's the thing, it goes away after a month, so if it's older than a month, then well,
The door's
it's been
not.
longer. It's been good while longer than a month. So
And it might be gone forever.
Might
oh,
be,
no.
but you know, go check anyways.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
I almost lost our
My bin
faith
is
now.
empty.
Well, honestly,
gone.
I wouldn't ever use Google Apps for notes, but well, for DM notes, I'd rather just use notepads, which, while more scuffed looking, you know, still work, and they
This isn't about scuffed looking. This is about
well, they also
literal months of my PC being on the brink of death.
fair.
I was keeping my Star Wars notes in that way. I've lost them 4 separate times.
Okay. I mean, now that it's slightly less on the verge of death.
So I kind of had to use Google Docs for everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I was about to ask, have you considered Google Docs?
But
That's why I started using Google Docs.
It's actually very nice.
that's very nice.
It is.
I like Google Docs. I have all
I,
my
al-
notes
I
in
also
it.
like Google Docs. I intend to continue using it for my notes. I'm just gonna keep physical copies of them as well.
Or
Fair.
you could give them
Well,
to
not
someone
physical,
else.
but not physical copies, but copies on my desktop.
But you can also like give the copies to someone else.
Yeah, I could.
I promise I won't look.
I know you wouldn't look.
I'm tempted though, because it got recently updated, and I'm just like monkey brain.
No.
Weapon, martial weapon. Okay. I'll cut down on that. No rares.
I could be funny and ask for a deck of many things. I won't though, but I could.
You can, cause it's legendary.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah. Plus, you're giving that to me, and if it's the 13 card deck, you better bet your ass I'm fucking rolling that thing at least twice, cause you only get to roll from it once. You have to declare a set amount. You have to declare a number of cards that you pull for your one pull, and once that is it, you can no longer draw from the deck, or any further pulls from the deck will have no effect. It is a once per character thing. Oh hey, the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury. I mean, hey, we could get. I mean, hey, I could buy those for a can. Or.
All right.
Shouldn't.
So...
Oh, there are Ion Stones. Hog. No. No. Yes. Noted, baby. Where are the metals? Ooh. Actually, that's also. I have one or two. It's not shit. Let's see. Yeah. Match. I am a. Well, I am a 7th level warlock. Wizard, not warlock. What the fuck am I What about the plain colors codex? That would actually be a little bit, that would actually be kind of interesting considering. Stay this way.
Okay. Da-da-da.
Oh. Oh.
I'm very annoyed by that, but I have to get it sorted before next session.
Oh, salvation. Oh. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. How's my equipment, though? I can hold those. Oh, yeah, I would just do that. Actually, I need to. Okay, so. Recovery.
Burp, why did you give me the money anyway?
Honestly, sounds like a burp thing.
7 on half, rounded up. So. Okay, so half of 7 is 3.5, rounded up is 4. Okay. 1/4. 1/1. Wait, he did what?
He
Give me
gave the
for
money anyway.
ISIS anyway.
What the fuck? That
That is honestly probably the most burp thing. It's fucking beautiful.
I cannot believe Burb has just removed all. I cannot believe Burb has just removed all reason for me not to end him. Poggers. I can now run it down without a care in the world. Anyways, hey, someone want a ring of Spellstoring that has 5 shields in it, Resmile?
I have no attunement slots, hon.
Sag.
I used them all.
We need more attunement slots. Pepe W. We need more.
I don't have any attunement slots anymore.
We need more attunement
I used
slots.
my last one for Advent of Intellect. I wish I could.
You know the funniest flex? I buy gauntlets of giant strength, and suddenly the wizard now has 21 strength. Do not fuck.
Yeah, so I have my Amulet of the Devout, the Fireball wand, And now the headband
Well,
and intellect.
The fireball one isn't... It isn't?
I think it's not too advanced.
It is... No, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I wouldn't
like-
even be able to use it either way. Ah, shit. Oh, it's a good thing
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Oh, that's, you know... For it.
Oh, goodness.
Belt of Hill Giant Strength, fucking 20. I mean, I could give the Belt of Hill Giant Strength to Can, and suddenly 21 Strength Dex Fighter.
But he's a dex fighter.
Okay, your point.
Still would
She's,
be funny.
Yeah.
she's a dex fighter who can now dive bomb with a halfling.
Yeah, and also hit harder than she did before, because she would have a higher strength.
No, it's regular D&D, huh? Not GSD, yeah.
Take a. Going to make note.
Okay.
Just going to fucking suplex a motherfucker.
Well, I know that Dex still works as normal in 5e. I'm just saying that that Jen would then have a higher strength modifier than Dex.
Oh yeah,
So,
because rapiers are finesse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, rapiers of finesse. So they
That's
can
what
be
I've been using this whole time for damage.
Yeah, and I gave Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Suddenly,
the better mod is the strength mod.
yeah, you can be Dex 10 Strength Fighter. Root Smile. I have a Garbaggio Strength mod. Or alternatively, I take it and suddenly the 8 Strength Wizard goes to 21.
Yes.
Like, just I'm going to bully people.
You have max con, max strength.
I do not have Max
and-
Con. I am one off Max Con, mostly because the Ambient of Health just sets my con to 19.
19.
Yeah, and you can't.
Wait.
Agonizingly just one away from
Yeah,
plus
and I
five.
can't increase it unless I take it off because it is set that way. Or increase, whichever is higher, whichever would make it higher. Which, well, yeah.
Yeah, you either have to make your actual base con mod be at 20, at which point the amulet is useless.
Well, it's not that it increases up to 20, it just increases by +2. So that would actually go past the normal rune, the normal limit.
Oh.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
you
there's a
can
fucking
hear-
shallow sleep. Hello.
As you can hear Taylor in the background purchasing Pokemon.
I was muted. I wasn't muted.
Yeah, you are. That's a little awkward. Oh, that's awkward, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Ion Stone is...
But anyways, I can finally fly in 2 levels.
I mean, I could just cast Fly for you, but I understand what you mean.
I know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No Ethereal Mix? Is a subtle spell. Oh, whoops! I just exposed stuff to myself. Oopsie. In terms of Strahd, because of the fucking Order of the Silver Dragon Shield. LOL. Thank you, 5e tools. Thanks. Wings of Flying. I wonder what they do.
I wonder what the wings do.
They give you a burrowing speed.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
There's a weapon
Hell
of certain death.
burning
Wait, what?
speed.
Oh, I can't use that anyways. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh no. I have. Huh. Memes. Memes.
What are these memes, good sir?
The wand of wonder. Smile.
What the fuck is that?
Effectively, wild magic in a wand form.
Monka ass peppermint.
Yes. Random shit on a D100. About every 4 or 2. Depends.
Oh god.
Yeah.
0 to 5 slow, 6 to 10 fairy fire, 11 to 15 stun. 16 to
You are
20 gust of
stunned.
wind.
You're stunned until the next severe
Oh god, you're stunned.
Yes, you are stunned. Believing something awesome just happens.
16 to 20 gust of wind. 21 to 25 detect thoughts on the target you choose. If you don't target a creature, you instead take 1d6 psychic damage.
Yeah, it's funny.
Cast invisibility on yourself, cast fireball.
Not on yourself, just
Just cast fireball. A stream of 1d4 times 10 gems, each with 1 GP, shoots from the wand's tip in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Each gem deals 1 bludgeoning damage, and the total damage of the gems is divided equally among all creatures in the line.
not a.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Think I'll buy a. I think I'll buy a potion of. I think I'll just buy 1 potion of heroism.
You could also buy a potion of haste.
Well, yeah, but haste doesn't really do that much good because I can't use the action for spellcasting. Unless we change that. Unless we actually agreed to change that, because we're 3 people and haste kind of sucks right now. Ironic, unfortunately.
Haste kind of sucks, unfortunately.
When just haste serves to make a bigger serves to make a advantage bigger, but its downside is not worthwhile. Well, unless it's potions of speed, which are rare, and are 5,000. Although I'm not in potion. Is potion of speed very rare?
Potion of hero. Oh, you get under the effects of bless. No
Oh, never
concentration
mind. Oh, never mind. We're not buying a potion of speed. Nope. That's very rare. Nope. Nope.
needed.
Nope. No. Nope. Fuck that. I'll just take the potion of heroism. Thank you very much. I'll take the bless for an hour. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
1 hour of bless with no concentration needed.
Yep. Okay. So that's 14, 70, 50.
Once I get Spirit Guardians, my Moonbeam Stonks will fall. Because...
I mean, Moonbeam Stonk's still high, because it has range, unlike Spirit Guardians, which is stuck to 15 feet around you.
Yeah, but Ribius has a reason to be in the thick of the fight now.
I know. I'm just saying.
He has a reason to use that 23 AC.
He already had a reason to use the fucking 23 AC.
You can get a row of stars.
Well,
That's
again,
very rare, though.
that's, very rare. The 3 of us would have to commit our money together. Also, that's not in the shop. You went up to
Fair.
rares.
Fair.
Believe me, I'd fucking love to have a robe of stars. Like, God, I would effing love to have a fucking robe of stars.
We find a robe of stars somewhere. Alex Pogs.
I get when I can use I get to have access to 6 fifth level magic missiles as an action. Well, not 6, but like up to 6, and daily at dusk, 1d6 remove stars reappear in the robe. Like bare minimum, I get a free 5th level magic missile cast per day. Like, oh, also I can just enter the astral plane. So like, that's a bit of a big fucking deal. Just, you know.
I keep forgetting that Strixhaven is actually a thing because I don't know anything about Strixhaven.
Strixhaven was the subclasses that were like between classes, like between like full classes. They kind of just stayed like that. They weren't like the best, but they had some interesting ones and some kind of broken ones. I guess I would also want some fucking potions, some like normal like potions.
War Wizard.
What? War Wizard?
Yeah. War Wizard.
AC. AC stonks. TLDR.
Oh.
TLDR AC stonks.
Uh-huh.
Potion not advantage? That sucks. Those are not worth. Potion. Nope. Alright, primer? Fuck that.
There's no way.
I guess I'm just gonna take... Guess I'll just take... These are 500, I'll take... 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. I'll take... 5 potions of greater healing.
Nice.
So, let me mark down... Let me mark down another 2,500.
I put my money. What you drinking there, bud?
Can, meanwhile, still setting at a comfortable 24,440 gold.
I mean, she probably has a use
I-
for it.
Having bought no upgrades at all.
I mean, she probably...
My money is my money, and I will
I
hoard
know.
it up to the end of
I know.
days.
I know it is.
She knows what she's doing.
She probably has a use for it. Who knows? She might surprise us with something. I don't fucking know. They had a private session yesterday. It was very...
Oh, they did?
It was like...
No,
Yeah, they did apparently. I was
We're gonna have-
surprised there was a private session. I don't know what was in it, but there was one.
We're gonna open up a taco stand. It's gonna be great.
Fucking Lamau.
Caroline's just becoming a businesswoman. That's all, that's literally all that's happening. It's just fine.
That's a fucking
Yeah.
lie. Shut the fuck up. That's a lie.
A businesswoman or
I wish to open a taco stand, and the Imperium will fear the expansionism of my taco stand.
You know what? I believe it.
Gonna take down the Imperium with corporate capitalism.
Why are
no.
potions of greater healer not there? What the fuck?
I know I made a joke about you forming a merchant republic, but come on!
I wish to be the Tamil Kings, but instead of there being multiple Tamil Kings, there's just one.
And it's Caroline.
I fucking hate fruit fries. They really get out of my face. I'm not a fruit. Wait.
Okay, for whatever reason, gold on 5e can count as it has weight, which is cringe.
Yeah, it has weight for some
Mecha-
reason.
It has weight, but I don't care.
Most DMs don't
Ignore
care
it.
because that's stupid. Mostly because, you know, it makes it kind of impossible to... Well, playing 5e by the rules was never an option anyways, for VV.
God,
5e, everyone mods the shit out of it.
God, I can just imagine the amount of suffering that would just be plain 5e rules as written.
Why would you do that?
Because
It would be cringe, my lord.
there's the easy joke here of what rules.
True.
Well, according to the player's handbook, all rules are optional anyway, so technically that would be no rules.
Well, it's it's actually Tasha's that are completely optional, not
True.
the normal one. Normal one is supposed to be followed, but bonus action spells are fucking stupid anyways. That whole rule is stupid and just should be clarified better, but you know, it isn't. Because like by the rule, you can legally cast an action spell and then also cast a bonus action spell, but if you cast a bonus action spell at any point during your turn, you can no longer cast action spells. But technically, if you have infinite actions, you can cast as many action spells as you want, as long as you do not even touch the bonus action spell. It's stupid. If you are a fighter with action surge, you can legitimately action surge and then cast another effing spell. Like another full leveled spell.
What are we talking about?
Alex is just being upset about the rule that you cannot cast a full level spell after casting a bonus action spell.
Well, it's not that I'm upset about that. I'm perfectly fine about it. It's just that it's so stupid because some people take it as you can't cast more than one level spell a turn, but by the rules as written, it is you can cast as many leveled spells as you want as long as you do not cast a bonus action leveled spell. That is the only restriction. If you cast a bonus action spell, the only spell you can cast is a cantrip with the casting time of an action.
Well, I'm a cleric warlock. I have literally. Wait.
You have a bunch of you have a fair amount of bows.
Yeah. You have a fair amount of bonus action level spells.
Spiritual weapon, healing word. That's 2 right there. And both of them are. Cheering word is good for keeping people off the ground, but at the same time, you have a healing light for that TLDR at this point. Even though healing word is a little bit more consistent because it is a flat modifier due to your cast stat, which, albeit isn't great, but you know. Anyways, yes, I'm buying. Anyways, yes, 5 potions will be ready healing. And
You know what? Caroline just becomes a dragon with her gold. She finds
She literally just at some point she literally just turns into a dragon because she has a big enough fork.
Just turns into a red dragon, calls it a day.
you know what? Fair.
Honestly, base.
Well,
I can see it.
I can see it. Yeah.
That's the end. That's the end of Caroline's arc. I don't have to do anything else. She just becomes a red dragon.
LOL.
Yep.
It's just like, okay, my job's done. Job's done.
You know what? If any of my characters ascend to that level, I would actually be okay with their arc ending, even if, like, the next session was like, yeah, and then they just get fucking smited by the gods. I'd be okay with that, because you know what? Dragon.
I became a fucking dragon. I won. Even if I died, I fucking won.
Yeah, I won something. I don't know what I won, but I won something.
You won you won the moral victory of absolutely fuck all.
No, see, now what I gotta do is I gotta make the horde, but then I gotta protect the horde. So I gotta make a dungeon around my horde, ascend to dragon, then I become the Dungeons and Dragon.
Good luck. You're going to effing die.
and then you become the antagonist for the Phase 2 campaign.
Exactly. See, that's the big ploy.
and then we get to have a literal PvP of Dragon Caroline versus Hunter of Elerian. Poggers.
Exactly. That's how it goes full circle. It goes full circle, man. That's how this ends.
The thing that a certain 17.8 wanted to do, but never got around to, we will do instead. Pepe left. Get fucked.
My only request is that Caroline keeps her levels when she ascends the dragon, so you're gonna have to deal with a fighter rogue red dragon.
who also who is also going to have extra, who also has extra attack on top of multi attack.
Yep.
and absolutely and doesn't even need advantage. Doesn't need advantage or flanking for sneak attack. You just get hit by sneak attack. She doesn't give a fuck. She's a dragon.
Let's also not forget the side eye.
True, psionic red dragon.
Yo, Pog, Psionic Red Dragons?
I mean,
Not
that
only-
probably has some. That's probably got some lore ramifications, but you know, who gives a fuck? Dragon.
We're just memeing.
Yo, yes, we are.
Literal human being ascends to dragon.
I mean,
I don't know. You never know.
Caroline being religious for once in her life, being like, please, dragon, gib.
just no verse, no dragon. You get killed by it. You get smited by everyone.
Just ask the wrong god, just immediately get struck by lightning. No save or anything, just fucking 20d20 lightning damage. Just gone.
BV.
Man. Anyways, DM, we do our shopping. What's next?
Yeah, we've spent an hour doing literally fuck all.
Look, if the session runs long, I'm perfectly fine with that. I got nothing else for today.
Fair enough. Only thing I might want to do is play more Mon with Bird before he goes to bed.
Wait, Burp sleeps?
He, quote unquote, sleeps.
Hold up. And fixed.
He's our DM, hun.
Yes. Yes, that's the joke. I kicked the DM out of the channel for making a bad joke. Making a dick joke.
Anyway, D&D.
Anyways, let's continue. So...
Alright.
I was like, we've been faffing around for over an hour.
Just under, actually.
Alright. So, Rivias, you have gone and commissioned the upgrades to your, I believe, your armor and your shield.
No, commissioned entirely new armor because adamantine armor, and
Yes,
eventually
new
the upgrade-
armor and an upgrade to your shield.
And then I have to pay more to transfer the runes to this new armor.
You never had +1 armor. You just had the +1 shield.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
You didn't have time to get the +1 armor.
We didn't
No,
have the
I
money.
didn't. No, I didn't either. That's
Yeah.
true.
You had the money. I mean, we had the time because it was no less than 2 days later, at least 2 to 3 days, or 3 or 4 something days before the invasion actually happened.
You know what? Just as a quick thing, Rivias, give me a perception check.
Am I gonna get ambushed again?
Probably not. You would probably.
18. Rivias, after a while, you notice that Caroline just isn't with you anymore. She's kind of
What?
just disappeared.
What?
Where did
What?
you, what?
Well,
Where did
wait,
you go?
what?
Hello?
Honey? The fuck?
What? Caroline?
Caroline can't respond because Caroline ain't there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, where did you go? Where did Caroline go?
Pepper meltdown. Rogue is gone. Panic.
Pepper meltdown. Panic.
Panic.
Rogue's gone. Panic.
No. Nothing.
As you're wondering where Caroline is, and slowly just continuing with your shopping, after like 2 hours, she just shows up again.
Where in the goddess's name did you go, Caroline?
I wandered around town.
You know what? That's fair.
I was under the impression I could do what I wanted to do.
Oh, I
After
was
all.
wondering where you were.
What are you, Strahd?
Who is Strahd?
Go fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Piece of shit. Get out of here, Strud. I like you in a different can. Here, no, get the hell out of here. You're not welcome here, bitch.
just fucking cuts to Barovia, just Strahd sitting somewhere, just like someone is talking about me.
I
The more-
sense something through this tear.
Oh god, that's actually right. Oh my god, the Curse of Faerun is actually on the other side of the tear at some point. Oh man, we could actually just go through that TM and go to Barovia,
Yeah.
couldn't we?
Yeah, screw fates. I gotta quickly send all my notes to fucking him so he's prepared.
Just suddenly, this turns into Curse of Strahd, but in Fate of Elerian.
Yeah,
No,
here's
what it
my.
could turn into is fucking Eberron the Last War, but wait, that setting is meant for low-level characters. And we are not low-level. We smile.
It'll be fine.
It will be fine. Yeah.
Anyway, as you finish your shopping and Ami,
Yeah.
you were doing some. What were you doing again? Were you doing some studying in the library before you went to do some shopping?
We had the
Ami, like,
talk.
to-
We had the
Yeah.
talk with the Archmage, with the head,
You had your talk with Mistra.
and the talk with the other guy, who is now
name-
a lot.
His name is here. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know his name. I'm also pacing right now.
No, it's for me as well.
It's literally in your
uh,
gods of Elerian.
Azurth.
Yes, Azurth.
Aziz, I think.
Azurth, whatever.
It has a Z in it. Who cares about Z's?
Well, clearly us, because we're pointing it out. So, dab.
But yeah. He has become noticeably more popular after wizards helped save the city.
Smile. However, it is just. Yeah. I guess you would have gone shopping with the 20,000 gold you got. Buying a potion of heroism. Buying 5 potions of greater healing. Because who knew actually offering things up to gods, gives you some pretty nifty shit.
Making sacrifices of gods. Who does that?
Well, material sacrifices, not actual living sacrifices. I will smite thee if you try.
Not yet, anyway.
I can't believe our fighter rogue is fucking dead.
I already have a
Anyways.
character backed up, but it's fine.
Of course you do. Anyways, I'm also going to buy Boots of Elvenkind, since, they're all available through Smile. And I'm gonna fucking throw them at Caroline the next time I see her.
Yeet.
Yes. Enjoy literally being stealth god.
Fuck, I have to design the headband of intellect.
Do you though? I don't design shit, Vivi. Just imagine it. Oh wait, that's what we already do. For the most part.
I have an entire ref sheet for Rivka. So
Yes, I know.
designs and everything. So I'm just like,
Fuck.
fuck. Hick.
I mean, you don't have to do it until there's a major change. You're not like RKL, who had pictures for literally everything, and even had a pog face, which was cursed as shit.
Alright. So, after
God.
you all
Oh,
separately finish your shopping and whatever else you happen to have been doing,
T-posing.
Fuck off.
since you're all in the market district, it's pretty reasonable for you to all for Rivius and Caroline to run into Army in the Market District. If there's anything you would all like to discuss before we proceed on.
I just give the boots of Elvenkind to the fighter rogue, who already has the cloak of Elvenkind. Here, it's more assistance to your sneaking. Just attune to them the next chance you get.
What is it?
You have advantage on stealth checks related to walking around quietly /
Oh,
you
you
make
got-
no noise.
Oh, you got me the boots of Elvenkind.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't.
While you wear these boots,
Oh.
your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on the dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently. So, enjoy! You literally cannot be detected. You literally cannot be heard while being invisible. You are now actual stealth.
Well, yeah, Caroline will take the boots and go, well, thank you very much there. That is much appreciated. I will be sure to make good use of them.
Well, I wonder what is next. Well, I wonder what is next for us, since it seems for now that the war has gone into a little bit of a lull, even though it has only really been, what, 1-2 weeks since it started? That is a joke. That is an invoice joke for that is an invoice out of character joke about how it's been like 2 weeks and there's already been 2 major battles, and then we're just suddenly not going to be focused anymore. But you know, focusing on actual character shenanigans, character backstory shenanigans.
No.
It's not the biggest continent. Wars happen quick here.
It does. Tends to happen.
Well, it seems we are free to leave, at least for the time being. Although I probably should pick up a spell scroll of sending, so I can learn it.
Well, if we are to leave, then what are we to do, seeing as we don't have anything current going on?
Well, we could. Well, I have a place we could explore. We could possibly gain a powerful ally in the form of a historian, in the form of a powerful historian who roams the lakes near the Imperium. On our side of the Dread Keeps.
I was about to say, I don't know if we can go past the Dread Keeps. I'm not exactly very
we could. Oh right, I also need to go.
I mean, I could always sneak by if need be, but if we can prefer to be on our side of the Dread Lakes, that would be preferable.
Yes, it's more of a kind of a personal matter due to wanting to explore the area around some ruins.
So you want to go poking holes in abandoned locations?
Well, it
I mean,
is.
we have nothing else to do.
What is where I found my book and quill. Well, the quill at least. So who knows what could else be there? Plus, it is also the ruins of the Grand Library. That's. And again, we stand to gain a powerful ally in the form of the historian there, due to my awakened spellbook's stature of having died within having worked there a lot.
And I assume your historian friend could provide us information on some things, and maybe perhaps anything that might deal with the Imperium?
Well, that would certainly be a side benefit, but as far as I know, they are were they a powerful spellcaster as well, since they were just roaming the lands?
The Archwizard described them as a prodigy who
Okay.
decided to pursue historical arts as opposed to magical ones after a while.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, the historian I've been told the historian is a spellcasting prodigy who decided to go after the history of pre-Terra Elerian, as opposed to continuing in magical arts, and with a proverbial fountain of knowledge in the form of the awakened consciousness of my spellbook. We stand to be able to get them on our side, should we find them.
I suppose this does sound. Normally, I would not care for poking our heads into thing such as this, but the benefit seems to really outweigh any sort of inherent risk that I can think of.
Short of the Imperium throwing an army at us, not many. Short of the Imperium throwing a very large force at us, there isn't really much that can currently stand in our way, outside of some of the largest monsters that Elerian has to offer.
And I mean, and we could potentially use this man to our advantage, after all, if that can be, if he knows quite a bit.
That is, well, part of what we intend. Not only can
Yeah.
we explore some of the ruins, search them over for anything, we can potentially find them and bring them over to our side.
So, that does beg the question, though, if he is a known prodigy, then could it be possible we might run into the Imperium a bit on this one?
Well, as I said, short of a large strike force of some sort, that there probably isn't much they can do to us.
That is very true. And after all, it's not like I can't just get a little bit ahead of everyone and check and see if we're the only ones present in the ruins if needed.
Indeed. The ruins will provide no hindrance to your stealth, thanks to those new boots that I just gave you. Should you attune to them before we head out?
I actually do not think I need to attune them.
You do.
It does not say I do.
Oh, they don't?
No?
Oh, never mind, they don't. Oh, okay. Well, that's broken. Well, this is the Elvenkind set, so yeah, it's just broken. Never mind. Ignore the attunement comments.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking an item that is good requires attunement.
Question, Ken. How many attunement slots do you have used?
I'm pretty sure Ken has all of hers.
I have one left.
Oh?
Elvenkind, the cloak, and winged boots. But if I put away the winged boots, I'll have two.
Physical attunement?
Yeah, Elvenkind means attunement.
Okay.
Cloak
Cloak
needs
is
attunement.
attunement. That's okay. That's why I was thinking that it was the boots were also attunement. Okay.
No, it's the winged boots that need attunement. But
well, no, the cloak is attunement. I have just checked this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, not only do I already get an inherent advantage from the cloak, now I have inherent advantage from the boots, and if I have the cloak up, disadvantage from them spotting me. So
yep,
even
and
better.
you have advantage on stealth. Well, you already got. Well, you have advantage on hearing-based stealth, on top of advantage on sight-based stealth, because LOL. These items are balanced.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yes.
All right then.
It seems that our path has been decided.
Shall we inform the king, the king or justice, just to let them know, in case something comes up, then they need to send us a message.
Well, you still have the sending sign from the king, right?
I do. He has never asked for it back.
Well, we should probably go let him.
Now.
Um.
We can go to the king now.
I would say that it's better to go to the king and not be held up by a word limit. But in the
You know
meantime,
what?
I think I will also go pick up a spell scroll of sending, so I can hopefully copy it in my repertoire.
I mean, I can always just hand you the sending stone if you really want it.
Well, that's once per day. Uh, I have the capacity to cast more than the spell that a spell of sending's level more than one time a day. So it also isn't restricted to item form. So if it gets taken, I will still be able to cast it.
All right.
It
That is
also
fair.
it also isn't limited to the other side of the sending stone, which is like the big advantage of having spell for the spell version of sending.
It is fair.
Alright.
All right,
Spell
so
scroll is uncommon. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay, so 500, 500. Okay, I'm going to spend 1,000 gold on a. I'm going to spend 1,000 gold on a spell scroll of gaseous form and a spell scroll of sending.
Oh, so Cleric in a bottle wasn't a meme?
No, why would it? Why would it be a meme, Taylor?
I don't know, because it was a meme originally.
You thought it was a
Sorry,
meme
Bob.
originally?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. We joked about how that's how we were gonna get the halfling across the border was
Matters.
stuff them in a jar.
Yep.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Oh, it's concentration up to an hour. Okay, so I can't do it to my. I can't also do it myself, but I can definitely do it for Rivius. Okay. Noted.
I mean, I could always sneak him across, sneak out, and then grab you.
Well, I can just
You can turn into a human.
yes.
Well, there you go.
I can shape change.
because Kitsune.
Just don't get hit by a moonbeam.
Yes, just don't get hit by moonbeam or dispel magic.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
I don't know why they would have dispel magic or moonbeam, but because why
Well, I
would
mean, the
they-
dispel magic makes more sense.
Yeah, but it'll also
Yeah.
have to be targeted, which why would they have a reason to target me with it?
Yeah, they'd have to have a reason to target either Caroline with the glass jar
They have
filled
to
with gaseous
uh,
Rivius, or targeting Ami as a human.
yes.
But anyway.
Okay, so let's go get wizard because I'm immediately going to try and transcribe these into my book. Okay, so that's 100. That is 150 G. That's 300
After our
GP.
foray into the ruins, I would like us to figure out how to break out the statue lady.
Well, I've just given us an easy way to do that. Well,
Yeah, I know. We have
and if I have a detailed description of her, once I hopefully know fucking sending, I can sending her. I know her name actually. That is like the big thing. Although we got her name, did we?
No, we didn't get her name. I should have asked her name. I should
Well,
because
I don't think we knew that we were.
here's the thing. So Caroline got the statue, right? And she gave it to Rivias, who asked Moonbow what the statue was about. And then she was like, this is one of my more faithful followers, but I forgot to ask her name.
I believe, if I remember correctly, that belonged to that one general's wife.
Yeah,
Who was
that's
in the
two.
pit.
Yeah, that's how we were trying to rescue.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to rescue her.
Yeah.
And then we have to rescue him.
True. Because like we can't just we can't just we can't just D-Day it. We can't just rush in and expect it to work.
I mean, we could.
Unfortunate.
It just wouldn't go well.
No, it would not go well.
Well, I mean, anything is possible. It's a matter of will it go
because
well or
he
not.
can be fixed now because the field marshal
DC
doesn't have any
13.
blackmail if we have her.
Okay, I need Arcana check. DC 13
But yeah,
on. Ooh,
Better.
barely. Okay.
Oh, barely, but you got it.
I do believe our first goal and character is to go check out the ruins.
Yeah, ruins and then prison
Okay.
raid.
I now have Ascending Gaseous Form on top of Daylight.
All right.
But
I
we are going
have about as many fucking third level spells as I do first level spells. This is a problem.
So I think we're gonna go talk to the King Adu.
Yeah.
Poggers.
Okay, wait. I am level 7 with an ent mod of 4. That means I can prepare the little spells. Think. Yep. So 4, 7. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm set.
Alright. Alright, so you begin climbing the hill once more, up to the keep. Once you reach the top of the keep, and you walk within the courtyard, you can see the cannons that were previously arranged out in rows have all been moved away, save for one, which currently, as you walk in, has the king and justice standing around it, inspecting it as it is being loaded.
Just going to approach him and get his attention and go. Pardon me, Your Majesty.
Welcome. We are currently ensuring that the system we developed for these contraptions is functioning properly.
Interesting.
One moment. We're about to do a test firing. Word of warning for everyone: you may want to plug your ears. I'm told this is very loud.
What are these things anyway?
These are experimental weapons that we developed for our ships. They've been quite effective at holding back the Imperial Army, and we weren't able to finish retrofitting, so we have a bunch of them lying around.
Uh-huh.
If this works, me and Justice have a plan for them. Alright! And the king steps away from the cannon and plugs his ears as a 3-man team of gnomes is bouncing around the cannon, and they light the wick, and after a few seconds there is a loud explosion, and the target that the cannon was aimed at is now it was a wooden dummy, and it is now nothing but splinters.
Did the cannonball explode though?
There is a cannonball lying just behind the dummy. It is not an explosive cannonball.
Okay, it is okay. So it's good, but like it isn't gonna be like super phenomenally incredible against mass troops. It will be good for anti-big targets though.
Well, this is where the king will say, "Well, certainly a very good test fire. Are the new ammunition types ready as well?"
Hello.
Yes, my lord. We've hollowed out some cast iron. We've made some hollow cast iron balls and filled them with explosive powders as well.
And there it is.
Excellent.
You were quick, my lord.
I've been planning this for a while. If we had another week before they attacked the walls, they would have been ready, but now we can use these for a retaliation that we have planned.
And how
Ooh,
exactly?
retaliation?
And how exactly do you plan to use these devices to retaliate? Are you going?
Alright, man. And
She is going to. As you're going to wait a bit, as she perhaps just figures out, are you going to use them to rain fire upon their camp?
I'm thinking more than just that.
I love how I
And
answered
he
my own question.
and he ushers over some men who come by with a cart that looks like it's been relatively quickly cobbled together with some wheels, and it takes about 5 men to lift it, but they lift and place it onto the cart.
Oh.
We're doing more than just bombing a camp. I intend to take these things to the Dread Keeps one day.
Bold moves. But I
Bold
believe
move, my lord. So are you going to try and take the Dread Keeps for yourself?
If things go well, we'll do more than take the Dread Keeps. But if that's what it's needed to end the war, that's where we'll stop. But if I know the Imperium, they won't stop there.
well, I mean their armies, the lower ranks of their army can't be too great, as such a massive army has been thwarted twice by less than a tenth of the attackers. More often than not.
Well, keep in mind we've also dug ourselves into a hole. They're basically have been trying to dig us out.
Well,
It would be their turn to dig themselves into a hole.
Well, I don't think they ever expect us to actually be able to rally a counterattack, is my guess.
Yeah. The surprise would be a nice element. The real question would be how long that would last. Because chances are, if they're able to reform and realize that most of the forces have gone away from their defense, from the defense of the city, it could cause other complications.
Well, that's the one thing preventing the kingdom, as of right now, from making any form of massive major counterattack, is the lack of troops.
Exactly.
Which is a problem that is hopefully going to be solved soon.
Oh?
Oh?
Are
Yeah,
there new recruits in training?
Are there reinforcements from other kingdoms, my lord?
Both are true. With the war being officially underway now, and two battles. Well, one battle won and one stalemate.
I'd still consider the bridge a victory on our part.
It was still a victory for us more than them. The other members of the Council of Sovereign Lands are sending reinforcements now. They are currently gathering their troops as to avoid.
Noticed by the Imperium?
Yes.
Do we know about the Council of the Sovereign Lands?
Anyone who has lived in Elerian for a decent amount of time will know about the council. Basically, every independent kingdom and the Imperium that live on Elerian are members of the Council of Sovereign Lands.
Okay, hold on. So the Council of Sovereign Lands, every independent kingdom and
including the Imperium. They are the most recent person to join the council.
They're about to be the first person out. I think. Well, actually, no. I think they're already ousted from the group. If Common Sense would have anything to say about this.
No, they are still members of the council because the council is a good analog for the council would be, say, the Senate in ancient Greece or Star Wars or
Okay.
Stars.
Okay.
Everybody's represented there, but
So
the fact that there is such a major threat right now, basically there are votes and sides being taken.
And there ain't
And
there ain't too many votes on the side of there ain't too many sides being taken on the Imperium side.
There are not, no. They may be the most powerful, but that also brings along with the fact that pretty much everybody is scared of them and would very much like them gone.
Well, at least the threat.
Because they have proven to be violently expansionist.
Wonder what that gave that one away.
Okay. So before we continue, my love, it's very great that we have reinforcements coming. My party and I would like to take our leave, as you will, so we can explore some ruins that Ami has been informed of.
Well, less informed of, but ventured through before. And I have learned of a historian who is described to be as a spellcasting prodigy, and with the wealth of information that I have recently come into, the wealth of free-tier information that I have recently come into contact with, I wish to share with them in hopes of bringing them over to our side. And maybe discover some other things while we're there.
Well, that certainly sounds useful, so by all means, your lives are still your own.
Do contact us by sending, should you need us.
Yeah. We figured to let you know just in case something comes up and
Yes.
you have to send someone to find us.
I very much appreciate you informing me.
Where are the ruins, Ami? Near the Chiefs on our side, yeah?
Over here.
Yeah, they are here, by the lake.
Okay. Maybe if I point at a map, pull out a map, and then show the king.
I believe that's the
ruins of the Grand Library.
Yes, that was them.
That is actually where I found my quill. And my book. Not at the exact same time, but the quill is the more important one here.
I remember my wife telling me about it. She said if it wasn't destroyed, she wanted to take me to it. It was quite beautiful in its time.
Is it a normal sightseeing spot?
Well, no, it was destroyed within the first seconds of the tear opening.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about the ruins being a sightseeing spot. I'm not talking about the library itself.
No, the ruins tend to be left more or less alone aside from archaeologists and historians. People tend to want to forget what the old Elerian was like, save for a few.
Nice.
People, a lot of people claim it to be trying to clutch glory that no longer exists.
Well, one cannot learn from the past, should the past not be remembered.
Very much agreed. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you find what you're looking for there. Me and Justice will continue to organize the war efforts from here, and if we need you for anything, I will be sure to send.
Remember, we still have the sending stone that you gave us for the scouting mission. So,
Oh, believe me, it is among my many sending stones.
well, just reminding you.
There is a reason I'm able to keep in contact with the other kingdoms so quickly.
There.
Ems?
Hi.
Are we going to time skip so I can get my armor, or what?
Yes, we will be doing a time skip before you head out for you to get your armor.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
So
probably
you
we
will.
can leave.
Yeah. All right. So, due to the bridge at Trader's Way still being decommissioned,
Putting it lightly.
you will need to take the North Road.
Or we could just or I could just fly Rivius and we do what we did and Caroline carries me.
Well, the boots only have a limited flight.
Well, I mean, if we're doing a day, that means that we're getting some of the time flying.
I can fly for about 4 hours, and yeah.
Well, I mean, we only have bare minimum we have to fly the distance over the river, and that's all I'm saying, that we have to fly.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm not saying we fly the whole way.
Just basically to cross the body. Okay.
Yes. So we can
circumnavigate the bridge.
Yes, to circumnavigate the bridge and not having to go all the way to the north.
Okay,
Even
I
though
see what you're saying.
yes, having somewhat accessible flight is very powerful.
Yeah, that's right. I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, DM.
All right.
We still use the bridge. Pog.
Pog.
It's just flying this time. It's just invisible. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So, you make your way to the river, and you cast your fly, and Ami, you get you cast fly on Rivius, and Ami, you get carried by Caroline. You cross the river. You set down, and you continue towards the ruins of the Great Library.
Oh, that was fun. Never been in the air before. Anyways, which direction are the ruins?
Which place did we cross over?
You would have crossed out. You would have crossed over about here.
Ah, okay.
About the northeast.
Ah, okay.
To continue being safe
No,
from
northwest. I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's northwest.
The Halo, the Terminus defense map is fucking me up. The defense cannon map is fucking me up because called northeast was actually coming from northwest from the perspective of the camera, of the spawned camera.
All right. It takes you about a week to get to cross the river, and it will take you about another week to get to the ruins.
Anything interesting happening on the way there in the meantime?
I actually have. A moment. Okay.
Yes, DC's Monka S.
As you move along the. Actually, that's an important question. Are you using the roads, or are you staying off them?
What would be the safer way?
Yeah.
Typically the roads would be safer. This is outside of Imperium territory.
Okay. I would suggest the roads then.
Yeah,
we
no
probably
reason
would
not to.
go the
I
road.
mean,
Yeah.
we're
if they're
very
safe,
powerful
but-
fighting force, but even just the three of us, as we are adventurers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So in that case, then that one will be fine. As you're walking along the roads, you encounter a small group of about 6 people, heavily armed and armored. And they are walking down the road, back down the direction towards where there is a crossroads that leads to the Dread Keeps and the Bridge of Traders Way.
Do they look like mercenary types or?
Yeah, they're gonna be hostile?
Considering the fact that they have no notable markings or insignias that denote them as to belonging to any faction or kingdom, you could assume that they are most likely either adventurers or mercenaries.
Hmm.
They seem to notice you at about the same time you notice them, and they don't seem to have any hostility.
Hello?
They'll just give them a wave. As fun as it is to make pleasantries, they've got places to be
Yeah,
and
we
worse
just
to win.
wave and then probably just go past. If they're
Unless
not
they stop us.
hostile- Yeah.
Yeah.
As you give your pleasantries, they will return it. Their leader, a fairly tall human, will give you all a nod and just continue along his way.
We aren't the most charismatic party, despite our talks. We have Garbaggio charisma, minus the
True.
minus the Clairlock, who evens then. Still not great.
It's still not good.
Still not good, but you know, so better to not accidentally piss them off.
True. Just say hello. If they're not hostile, they're not hostile, you know?
Not hostile, less things we have to kill.
True.
Also, less money we have to spend because, you know,
Bribery.
because everyone knows that money is the way to an adventurer's heart.
Give me you can, all three of you can do this. Give me a quick perception check.
Oh. Give me a second.
Can I guidance all of these?
You can.
You can guidance one.
I guidance Caroline.
It's a 1d4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
19.
19, Mr. GM.
All right.
God, I love this.
Ami, what you will notice, every member of the group appears to be. They all appear to be humans, and they all seem to be quite well equipped. Heavy armors.
Not necessarily a good thing. Means their dex
strong
saves
weapons.
Garbaggio. That one's concerning. Heavy
Uh,
armor
you
don't
see-
mean shit. Just means they're more vulnerable to dex saves through smile.
You see a few that are wearing lighter armor, carrying longbows.
Okay, that means they're vulnerable to strength saves. Probably. Probably not, to be honest.
And that's about it. Caroline, you notice all those details along with one extra thing.
Hmm.
When they reach the crossroad that you passed just a few minutes ago, they turn to head towards the Dread Keeps.
Ah, god damn it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Oh. Well. Oh well. I
I
mean,
mean,
ultimately, they're not going to be that big of an issue. I mean, how many of them were there? How many of them were in that group? 6?
There were 6 in that group.
We could take them.
it would probably be best not to pick random fights with people.
I mean, I don't know that they're going to the Dread Keeps. I'm just saying out of character that we could take them pretty easily, probably.
We could, but I don't feel like starting random fights with adventurers if they're not being malicious.
I mean, I
Or-
know, I agree, because it means we have the most resources and time.
Yeah.
Both in-game and out of game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we just head our way.
Alright, you continue along your way. Alright, as you continue, you see a few groups of civilians just wandering the roads with their on their horses. You see a small caravan that looks like it's heading from that's coming from one of the kingdoms. You can see its insignia, and it's just passing along the road, probably down to the small city that's down here. And it's mostly uneventful. On your way there, you do see a few Imperium troops that just wander the roadways, but they aren't giving anybody any trouble. You can assume that they're probably just scouts. More of keeping on the lookout for any actual army as opposed to a small group of adventurers
That have caused the army a huge amount of trouble, but that's, beside the point.
Yeah, but a small scouting party doesn't necessarily know that.
I mean, word spreads quick,
Yeah, we could be infamous.
I mean, at least against the assaulting parties, we already are.
True.
Yeah.
Where's my fucking intimidation prof, Mr. DM?
Mad Sam,
Where
where's
is
your
it?
intimidation prof?
This meme is great.
I love this movie.
It doesn't make sense. But it's just so funny.
It's just so fucking funny.
Sometimes the wizard
Alright.
just rolls multiple 20s on intimidation checks. For no reason.
Anyways, DM, do we make it to the route past Imperium's house?
Yeah, you make it past them without any issue. They don't even really seem to take notice of you. This is me saying that they rolled and they failed horribly.
Nice.
Keck. Nice.
Keck, F, and W.
Keck effing W.
Our average stealth goes up by like so much. Like our average stealth is garbage because unfortunately Rivius exists.
Listen,
Well,
he's not built for stealth.
I
We
know he
understand.
isn't. That's not your fault. I'm just saying it's really unfortunate. Otherwise, our stealth is actually probably really okay because Caroline just exists as well.
Yeah.
And just has permanent fucking
I bounce
advantage.
things out.
Just a classic, just a good old +8.
With advantage on pretty much everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. If she swaps out her boots.
Yep. I assume when she doesn't fly, she swaps them out.
Yeah, that can be a safe assumption. All right, so after 2 weeks worth of traveling, you come to a river that a fairly large lake surrounded by trees and probably the most greenery you've actually seen since leaving Elerian. And as you enter the ruins, you are immediately greeted with a "Oi!"
Oi?
Oi? Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
No? I said oh yeah, not oh yeah. None of that shit. None of that oh yeah shit. No, Bruce.
Anyways, who is our new business?
Who is
Yeah.
the new who is the new yeller?
Yeah. Caroline is gonna go look at the person yelling "Oi."
Yeah.
All right. No need for a perception check on this one.
He fucking
As
yelled.
you start looking around, you see a short dwarf come waddling out of some of the ruins, just going, "What the fuck do you think you're doing here?"
I believe we were minding our own business, and now suddenly being yelled at by some asshole.
These ruins have been licensed by an official archaeological group. Nobody's allowed to be here.
Yeah, fascinating.
Well, we didn't know. Did I ever get that that archaeologist that spellcaster prodigy's name?
Gale.
Gale.
Is one was she were they male or female?
Female.
We are looking. Is there a Miss Gale here? That is who we are looking for. That is what we
Gale,
fear.
there's some adventurers here looking for you. And they're coming out of the ruins will be a half-elf woman dressed in commoner clothing, completely fucking covered in dirt. And she just goes, "Hugor, shut the fuck up."
Finally, someone with some someone with some sense.
Here comes the real problem. Will she see Isidore or not?
Yeah, Isidor's just hanging out, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's probably been hanging out the whole damn time. He's been vibing.
Hello, adventurers. How may I help you?
Well, I was told by the Archmage of Elerian that you were out here, and I have recently come into contact with a very large source of information of pre-Terre Elerian. So we thought to come out here and give you access to it.
As you mentioned that you've come into a wealth of knowledge about pre-Terra Elerian, her previously tired face just lights up, and she gets very excited, and she's just like, "Oh, of course, come in. Hugor, get our friends some drinks and stop shouting. Please, I have a headache."
Does it look like... Oh right, I'd have to transfer. Fuck.
Yeah.
You can't even hear Isidore anyways. No one can hear Isidore anyways. Fuck me.
I was about to go as I walk by Igor. Caroline's gonna turn around and go, "You know, shouting at people like that is not always going to be received well."
Yeah, fuck you.
Honestly, fair.
And with a mouth like that, it is no wonder you're out here alone by yourself.
What the?
And she's going to
the
keep walking.
Oh, that's a tail whap from Ami.
I apologize for my friend's behavior. She doesn't like people yelling at her that much.
It's being
Yeah, and I
rude.
don't like people trespassing on a place I'm helping to pay for.
We were unaware that this place had been paid for at this time, so we apologize showing up unannounced.
It's whatever. Gail's paying more, so she gets lost say. I'll be back with some drinks for y'all. And he waddles off to a makeshift kitchen that they have set up.
Well, Isidore, it's looking like it's going to be your time to shine, even though you cannot directly talk with this Miss Gale, this Mrs. Gale.
And he's just looking around, and he's just like, I can remember what every bit of this place looks like. It's
Well, should the time ever come, maybe you can help draw up plans to restore the place.
that would be
That
that would be
sounds
quite
like
something, yeah.
that sounds like a heck of a ways away, but you know, magic makes a lot of things possible.
I'm very quickly learning that.
Well, you're here now because of magic, so there is that.
I was about to go, do we? See, I forget. We can see Isidore, we just can't understand what he's saying.
Not sure about that one. I don't know about that one.
Or...
I know the Archmage and like the other mage, like the tenant to the Archmage could see Isidore, but no one can hear.
Most people can't see him unless you allow them to see him, in which case he appears as more of a spectral light than as a pseudo-human as you can see him.
Oh. Then I would probably allow Gale, Rivius, and Caroline to see Isidore as the light, as the spectral light.
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh. That's
She
new.
probably would have done this earlier if I'd known, but you know, we'll roll with it. Ruby.
Yeah.
All right.
I think manifested mind can be seen by everyone because it's meant to be a token on the battlefield, like as a direct thing on the battlefield.
Yeah,
Usually.
you know what? That's fair. I'll say that if you want to actually properly manifest Isidore outside of just you seeing him, then actually like manifesting him in the area, then yeah, everybody can see him as you see him.
Then I will do that. As you know, that's gonna be a little important for the whole what's about to happen next. I'm about to have to explain to this woman that this man died, but he was so attached to his quill that he survived through his quill and the oncoming wave of magic from the opening seconds of the tear coming through. Which is like, I know there's a lot of suspension of disbelief involved when there's magic involved, especially towards another spellcaster, but you know, there's still some part of me that says, there's no effing way that this woman's going to believe what I'm about to say. There's still a part of me that says, there's no fucking way she believes you.
Yeah.
And the only way she's going to believe me is seeing the man, and then me writing down a history of he potentially collaborating things that she may have already learned through her years of searching for pre-tear Elerian knowledge in seconds from Isidore. Because
All
there's
right.
claiming something, and then there's also having proof. There's also having proof to back up said claim.
All right. So you follow Gale, up into the tower as, up into the ruins as she leads you, to a ruined staircase that leads up to a tower. Watch your step. We've done as much repairs as we can, but the staircase can be a little rickety. And she starts climbing the stone steps that have been, where the missing segments have been replaced with wooden scaffolding.
Man.
As you make a quite long climb up to the top of this tower.
How much? I'm wondering how long it's gonna take her to notice that she can see Isidore now. Like, full Isidore. Not just a spectral light. I'm fully manifesting him. Honestly, everyone should be able to see him. But, you know, at least on a battlefield.
Give me a quick perception check.
Everyone?
Just Ami on this one.
Okay.
Badge. Oh well.
With a 10, that's good enough. As you're walking through, you do notice that pretty much everybody that's working just stops for a moment and looks at Isidore, because weird floating lighty thing that looks like a person.
Yes. Bruce smile.
Like they work with mages. They're used to seeing weird shit, but literally a floating light that actually looks like a person, bit different.
That was an actual person. That is now unfortunately passed on. Although, given we get powerful enough, I could in fact actually resurrect him. Well, Rivius could resurrect him.
True resurrection, baby.
Yes, True's resurrection would work because he did not die of old age.
Huh.
Yeah. Welcome to the power of resurrection, and why diamonds are usually so fucking rare.
Okay, but do I just have to know what he looks like?
You just need to know his name. Because if there is no body, True Resurrection will literally fucking make a new body for them.
Oh!
Yeah, True Res is great. There's a reason it's a fucking 9th level spell.
I don't think I'll have access to 9th level.
You will.
Eventually.
At level 17?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna just go check, just to be absolutely sure.
Because I'm
You
only
good.
going to level 17 cleric.
You actually get access to 9th level spells at exactly level 17, so, yeah, you're good.
Pog.
Ah!
Almost like that might have been slightly built in. A little bit. Still think multi-curiosity is trash, but, you know.
Yes,
Little
I
You do
shit.
you.
I mean, mostly is bad.
I'm playing 2 pures after this. Hold on.
I mean, again.
Yeah.
Comes
Okay.
down to personal preference mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
exactly.
All right, so as you're climbing the tower, Isidore will say, "Oh God, I forgot how tall the grand librarian's tower was."
Can we hear him? Or just see him?
No, he can only talk to Ami, I believe, because he talks to her telepathically.
I'm just gonna read it. Hey, man, by the fun, you can conjure forth the mind of your awakened spellbook as a bonus action while the book is on your person. You can cause the mind to manifest as a tiny spectral object, hovering in an unoccupied space with your choice within 60 feet of you. The spectral mind is intangible and doesn't occupy space, and it sheds a dim light in 10-foot radius. It looks like a ghostly tome, a cascade of text, or a scholar from your past. Your choice. While manifested, the spectral mind can hear and see, and has dark vision and with a range of 60 feet. The mind can telepathically share with you what it sees. Doctrine required. Whenever you cast a wizard spell on your turn, you can cast it. As a bonus action, you can cause spectral mount to hover at 30 feet up to an occupied space that you or it can see. It can pass through creatures but not objects. Yeah. Yeah. It can talk with me / telepathically share what it sees and hears with me. No action required. So henceforth, it can also probably talk with me telepathically.
Yeah.
At least for this instance, because we are having fun, Roosmile.
Oh. So yeah, he will say, "God, I forgot how tall the arch librarian's tower was. Egotistical git."
Do you know who they were?
Yeah, he basically ruled over the library with an iron fist.
Well,
You know how librarians typically are, the whole "shh, be quiet in the library" thing. That's still a thing.
later, more than likely, yes. I guess they took it to an extreme.
Yeah, he was a tyrant about it.
Well,
He sometimes screamed at people writing.
well, I will just take his name off the potential true resurrection list. Despite the information he could provide. Or we could, because he is unlikely to be magical, so since he is just a human. He is a pre-terra human. So we shall have to see how things develop far in the future.
Yes. Wait. True resurrection?
Yes, one of the mightiest spells a mortal can cast. True resurrection will, no matter how long someone's been dead, true resurrection can bring them back to life. It can even provide a new body for said person if their old one is destroyed. It could even be used to resurrect you should we manage to find a way to separate you from your quill eventually. You could walk the land of the living once more, should we get so far.
Magic certainly is crazy, isn't it?
The one downside is it requires a diamond worth 25,000. Not a total diamond. It provides it.
It's a
True.
total of 25k. So we just need
Yes,
to gather
diamond.
25K.
It requires a sprinkle of holy water and diamonds worth at least a total of 25,000 gold pieces. So rather expensive.
So
But-
sounds it.
But should we get to that point, we could provide you and others of the past new bodies, provided you know their name.
Well then, guess I'll start making a list, don't I? But first, we got to deal with this. Then I'll start writing that.
Well, you don't have to worry about writing that for a very long time. My companion that could learn it is very, very far from learning it at this point in time. It will be one of the last things that they learn, should they reach the highest experience a mortal can achieve. Cough, cough. Will not learn until level 20. Will not have the chance to learn True Res until level 20 due to their multi-class.
No, level 17. Probably, yeah.
Well, total level 20. Yes, that is what I mean.
So after about
Oh, never
a
mind.
minute,
Oh, never mind. It's no longer dead than no longer teenagers. But for the sake of fun, let's just throw that rule out.
So after about a minute of carefully climbing these rickety stairs, you reach the top. And it seems that what army you know to be the Arch Librarian's office has been turned into, well, an office.
Lamal.
And Gale takes a seat at the desk and offers you, please, sit down and enjoy my view. And she motions out, and as you look out, you can see the lake that the library was built next to, and far into the distance,
Eternia?
you can see the city of Eternia to the south. To the south, what's that? The southwest, and to the northwest, you can see a large citadel, and stretching even further above that, possibly for some of you for the first time ever, you can see the tear.
Wait, wait. Wait, like the full thing?
You can see what you can spot over the horizon and the bastion that is built around it. But the tear covers quite a large amount of space. You can
So what
see
does the
some of the
view
tear.
What does the view include?
It includes the lake that the library was built around. You can see the sprawling city. Specifically, you can see the larger towers of Eternia, and you can see the tops of the towers as well as some of the tear itself.
It's quite the view.
It's quite the reminder about the world we live in.
That in the world that's existed before we came here.
Indeed. Especially having Eternia just there, and she looks out at it. A place that, if I was just across that lake, would want me dead, and have the means to do so.
It would want me and the halfling I'm with dead as well. Although I suspect I have gained some notoriety with the Imperium already.
So,
The name's
I take
Ami.
it you... Ami. I take it you're all here to provide me with something, and
Well,
I take it the small man that follows you around maybe has something to do with that.
yes. See, this is a bit of a long shot, seeing as he cannot talk with you, but the spectral person following me around is a former scholar known as Isidore, who was killed in the opening moments when the first dragons came through and destroyed the Grand Library that we now stand in. However, he was so attached to his quill that the wave of magic that preceded the dragons fused his soul to the quill, and it was spared. Where I found it later, not all too long ago. So he retains all of his memories of his former life, and all that he knew, and be translated what can be brought into this new world, so that the world of old may not be completely forgotten as much as it has. As he can share his thoughts with me, as I can share mine with him, for the most part. Or I can copy what he is writing.
She looks at you a little puzzled for a moment, and then she stands up, walks up to Isidore, and just starts studying him.
I'm assuming he would be wearing the clothing that he may have been wearing when he was killed.
Yeah, he probably perished in his clothing and is still wearing it. Yeah?
Maybe.
Well, he's wearing clothing of a style that you don't recognize, so probably a safe assumption.
Well, she would probably. Well, the woman. Well, Gail would probably know. No, wouldn't she?
And she'll say, if what you say is true, does he know what this place is? This part of the building specifically.
This is the arch. This was the arch librarian's tower. The former arch librarian who ruled over the Grand Library was almost like a tyrant. I've been told by Isidore that he would scream at people for simply writing sometimes. The actual validity of that I do not know, but Isidore has not
And
steered me
Isidore
wrong
will
yet.
just say, "Oh, it's valid. He did it to me."
I have been informed
And
by
again,
Isidore.
I'm a loud writer.
I have been informed by Isidore that he was one of the people who screamed out for simply writing, although he says he was a loud writer.
Huh. That is very interesting. And she will sit back down. I suspected this was the Grand Librarian's,
Grand Librarian.
considering. And she'll point off into the corner, and you can see a skeleton sitting there.
Ouch.
I've elected to not disturb him from his fetal position.
Now I almost feel bad for the guy. Ouch. That is a tragic way to go. Ugh, that is. I'm not sure it is worse to go the way that Isidore did, or to go out like that. Neither way is pleasant.
My suspicion, he was up here looking out this window when the tear formed. Must have been quite a horrifying sight to see a tear in quite literally space form, and then winged beasts that had never existed before suddenly appearing.
Well, part of it was also that the wave of magic brought with it a ominous feeling that hung over everyone in the opening moments, as magic surged through the tear. That's what I have been informed by Isidore. Well, the Archmage of Elerian. So that could also stand to reason why he might have been curled up.
He did tell me that when he first came through, magic felt different here.
Well, it seems to have somewhat stabilized, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Being this close to the tear, you definitely feel the chaos a little bit more, but it is much more stable than I'm sure it was back then. At that, Ami, give me an Arcana check.
Dude.
And actually, all three of you can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, look! An actual decent Arcana check for once. Wow! Like guidance Ami, though. Smile.
I think I would rather take the advantage from you assisting me.
Oh, you know what? That's true.
Yeah. A little fire gamey, but like also this, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Caroline, while you're standing here, you feel like your psionics are overloaded. Like there's just too much going on.
Yeah. Some good old sensory overload.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, sensory overload. Let's fucking go.
We're allowed to make that joke.
Ami, you get a bit more specifics. At the mention of the magic here feeling a bit more wild, you feel like a wave pass over you.
Now.
Type it to me before you forget. In DMs.
While you look out the window at the tear, you feel a sudden wave pass over you. And it is a wave of what feels like just pure magic. But it is uncontrolled and unfocused. It feels like it wants to tear you apart, but at the same time build you up to be stronger than ever.
Monka? The fuck?
And then, just as quickly as it came, it fades away. And she looks into your eyes and she just goes, "You get used to it after a while, but it's like adrenaline pumping through you, isn't it?"
That was certainly a unique feeling.
And she looks at Caroline, and I take it you got the other experience that I've heard about.
I laugh.
A bit. I would prefer not to do it again.
It's like voices screaming in your head all at once.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes, it did. 100% is so. Yep, that's your overload, alright. Hell yeah, let's fucking go, baby!
Oh no, now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad, it's Caroline.
Ow.
Fair, but ouch.
Smile.
Yeah, no, that's 100% fair.
A few of the other members of the expedition have experienced it like you have, and a few of them said that if it happened again, they would consider quitting. But the second time round, it's always a little less severe. Your body kind of adjusts. I honestly don't know how the Wizards of Eternia deal with the first one, considering
they have to be so close.
They're always so close. And from what I understand, those pulses get stronger the closer you get to the tear.
I would imagine so.
I've remembered my theory. Hell yeah.
Well.
Anyways, I have to type that. I completely lost where I was in the notes.
Well, that's a good thing they're notes, so they typed out. So they're typed out.
No, I was only half listening to Amps.
Well, I mean, bad idea o'clock has kicked in and just makes me want to go. I want to go now. I want to go closer to this hair.
Oh, is it?
I want to lick it.
You want to lick it? So
You gotta
what
lick
was
the
you saying
tear.
about the magic?
It felt like it wanted to tear me to pieces, but also build me up to be unstoppable at the same time, if only for a moment.
Apart and build her up at the same time, if only for a moment. Caroline's psionics overload, and it is unpleasant.
That is, I think, the understatement of the century for both of us.
Yes, I know. I'm just look. As long as
It is, quote unquote, unpleasant.
Smile.
quote unquote unpleasant. When's the last time I suffered a sensory overload?
Great question. Me, probably the whole death incident.
True.
Or like really had a breakdown because of just actual shenanigans. The levels of shenanigans that were going on that night.
Alright.
Anyways.
So. She then sits back down. Well, I certainly believe that Isidore here is what you say he is, or at the very least that you have information that I've spent the last, well, figuring out that this place was the only one of these kinds of towers, and that it belonged to the Grand Librarian. About 3 years.
He says he remembers a lot of what this place looked like, so he could probably, so Isidore here could probably tell me a lot more of what this place used to be.
Well, that would certainly be a help if we could get like a architectural drawing of this place. Would probably help us figure out a lot.
Could even help us restore it eventually.
Oh, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? Actually restoring a place from the old days.
Well, it stands to reason that it is one of the few that we have any active link towards in the form of Isidore here. Considering he worked here, at least as far as I know. You did work here, right?
I came here to fill out books. I didn't like working here, but yeah, technically I did.
Okay, he technically worked here mostly because he did the job of scholar and came and filled out books. He didn't like working here though. It's not hard to guess why.
I much preferred being out on the road, actually, like living history, you know?
And also away from the person screaming at you for literally just writing.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
I'm sure he had no excitement in his life.
Well, he was an adventurer. He was there, but he was there for a while after the King of Elerian's 19th birthday.
Mm.
So he certainly got around. He could probably tell us a lot about some places before the tear, not just here.
Oh yeah, I probably could. I'm not the best at architectural drawings, and he's just starting to draw things, but I think I can get the general shape of this place.
I mean, the more we study it, the more you could find out. Well, the both of us could find out. We may not be engineers,
probably,
but, you know. We may not be engineers, but, I mean... Rome... Wait, I can't use that analogy. Fuck.
Eternia wasn't built in a day.
Eternia wasn't built in a day.
I imagine you're right. It's a pretty big city. And he just looks over your shoulder at the window. Well, then feel free to walk around wherever you want. I'll make sure Higor doesn't shout at you anymore. I do need to get back downstairs and sort out where we're going to be exploring next. We've found an underground repository that we think may have survived the dragon fire, but we're not sure.
What is this place? Sorry?
the Grand Library.
Ah.
Were there any underground repositories, Isidore?
There were a couple, but they weren't exactly protected. It was more of for climate control than actual like protecting from anything. If there was a fire, I'd imagine it would have gotten down there, but you never know.
Well, with the involvement of magic, being sure of anything is not a guarantee.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point if they open the place up and all the books come flying out because they've gained sentience.
Pepe Meltdown.
Pepe Meltdown.
Pepe Meltdown sentient books. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
See, that's the joke.
Wait a minute. Wait, guys,
That's the joke. I have a sentient book, but I'm the one who made it sentient.
Yeah.
Mostly because Isidore's quill exists. Your smile.
Yeah.
But technically, sentient quill. not a sentient spell book, but you know, we don't care about the finer details here in Elerian. Magic's fucked.
Magic is fucked.
And
Oh,
files
yeah.
were it's in files were in the files world time is fucked, and here it's magic is fucked. What isn't fucked? Also space is fucked because you know the terrorists act still here. Portal to the multiverse is still here, by the way, 300 years later. So space and magic are fucked. Anyways.
Everything's fucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing that isn't fucked is time. Thankfully, somehow. I'm honestly
Yeah.
surprised that time isn't fucked. Well, I could probably fix that. Smile. Well, fix, quote unquote. Anyways.
Alright, so. She will stand up. Feel free to, as I said, walk around. If you require writing anything down, I can provide plenty of notepads.
I think we'll be fine set on that front. Isidore here could probably tell us what sections of the libraries were dedicated to what kinds of information.
Well, that would certainly help with our attempts to formulate an idea of exactly what this place did. Because it wasn't just the library, we've determined that much with the amount of space we found for writing and cataloging and...
Well, I assume this to be true then, Isidore? This just a library?
No, this was also one of the main areas where we actually wrote down the history.
I've been informed that this was...
If I remember correctly, we actually stored a few artifacts from the old days.
artifacts.
We kind of had a museum section as well.
A museum section?
Well, you don't hear that. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, only me.
No, out of character, I'm like, a
Oh,
museum
well.
section?
Out of character, I am eyesing into the infinite right now, but also they're not going to be magical. They're not going to be magical, probably, maybe. But you know what? But you know, magic's involved, so they might be magical. So you never fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been informed by Isidore here that not only was this place used for the recording of history, but there also apparently was a bit of a museum section dedicated to artifacts of their time. Well, from past times in Elerian. Elerian.
Anything of value, perhaps?
I'm just gonna squint at Caroline.
Isidore just kind of shrugs and just goes, I remember there being old spear tips, some fossils. Nothing really that extraordinary, but who knows?
Fossils and fragments of weapons of old.
Hmm.
We could probably take them back to Elerian if they survived.
Exactly.
Well-
Properly preserved.
Get some value out of them.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking tail slap a bitch. Literally.
I was mostly thinking of preserving them rather than...
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about slapping you. I'm talking about slapping the fucking greedy bastard that is Caroline. Like, any other character, and you know what? Fair. But we are not on the same brain cell this time, Caroline, unfortunately, for you.
You know, Caroline, often I'm with you on things, but not on this one. Jesus fuck.
Like, Madge, don't put a price on history. Don't be the American school system.
I mean, you could also be the British Museum and just steal all your shit.
We also don't want to do that because making enemies is not a good idea when we already have a very big one.
Yeah.
Well, the knowledge of a museum does make sense. We found a section that had old broken spear tips and bones that were bigger than anything that should have been around here at the time. So, I guess we've already stumbled across that. It's good to know that it was a museum and not some weird battle that happened in a library. Honestly, probably should have come to that conclusion. And she just looks off into the distance. Sometimes you don't think of the simplest things, you know?
It is very easy to overthink.
I cannot spell.
And she continues to walk back down the stairs. As you're walking down the stairs, Higor is coming up with a tray of refreshments, some tea and some alcohol, depending on what people desire.
Maybe I would like some tea.
Bam.
Get some.
I don't need to. I don't feel like trying to figure out drunk Ami.
Maybe I swore off drinking because, well, looks at Warlock Pact.
I mean, what do you mean? You can just make another, and then we have another god to come upon your smile.
That's fucking dead, Alex. There's not many moon goddesses, I don't think.
Yeah, but you can make a god with a pact. Yeah, but you could make a pact with one of the gods I'm involved with, like Mistra, and then we're just like all hyper cracked up on magic, you know?
God damn it.
I only have good ideas. TM.
Yeah, you don't have good ideas. You literally, after you receive my DM, like, oh yeah, let me lick the tear.
Okay, that was his idea, not mine.
No, that
I
was
just
me
wanted-
who said lick the tear.
I just wanted to get closer to it. I don't want to lick it. If I licked it, I would probably have to make a new character.
You know what? That's fair.
It would be very difficult to lick the tear considering you can just walk through it.
Easy, I lick the part you can walk through. I lick the very edge of where I get fucked. I just lick the very edge of where I can walk through.
It's
My
empty,
tongue has touched the multiverse. Easy clap.
And people say
Taste the
you
multiverse.
and people say you own what you licked. So if you lick the multiverse,
Well, there's how Ami becomes God. She just licks the universe.
Don't look, Andrea.
goddess of magic and licking.
God damn it.
This is your boyfriend's fault. The other one, not me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Also, partially yours for bringing it back up, but you know.
semantics.
Semantic.
Anyway.
Stop giving me
she'll
comedy
say-
gold to work on.
She'll say to Igor, Is this the elven stuff or the dwarven stuff? The elven stuff, my lady. I'll take the tea, thanks.
Is that Caroline's gonna look to Ami and just go, does your friend know if there's anything else about the tower that we should be aware of? In terms of what might be in it?
Well,
Isidore just shrugs. The only time anybody got took up there is if it was to get them shouted at that's away from the library, so I heavily avoided it.
he doesn't know because the only time you were gonna be up there was if you were getting shouted at.
Well, then sounds like a good place to take a look at.
Ami
Alright.
will shrug in turn. Okay, guess we're going fucking back upstairs. Fucking people walk.
And Gale with Igor will go back down the stairs to go back to work. And the bot is dying.
The reception is getting shittier because we're getting a higher altitude. Don't worry about it. I can make good jokes.
Wait a minute, that's not how reception works.
Don't worry about it. Well, it's how magical reception.
Technically,
Yeah, technically I'm right, so you can go fuck yourself.
technically, this track is from well, ruins. So
Which one?
Martha.
Ah, I see. I knew this was familiar. I just couldn't put my finger on it. Well, ain't this? Well, ain't this fitting?
Yeah. You can thank Angel for all the xenoblade music that's in my brain. Anyways,
Well, anyways, I guess we're looking through. Yes, we're looking through the office.
Give me some investigation checks.
Give me advantage.
okay.
We love to see this. We love to see that in this house. Ami's eyes are fucking open.
Yep.
All right, let's start with Caroline. Caroline, you head over to the skeleton and
Advantage and guidance though.
Not as.
guidance lasts for 1 minute, so you can technically cast guidance and then give assistance.
Let's just keep on with what Ami currently is.
Yeah, okay. No worries. I was just wondering.
But yeah, that is something you can do because guidance, I believe, lasts for 1 minute after casting,
Yes. Or until you use it, but
or until you've used it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Caroline, you decide to investigate the body a bit, and when you touch it, the body just disintegrates into dust.
What the fuck, Okay, what the fuck, Caroline?
Well,
Hmm.
it must be.
She just kind of shrugs.
It must have been a
Wind.
really. I mean, it's a really old body. Do you really
Yes,
expect it to?
I mean, yes, but why the fuck did you touch it? Madge.
Oh, I was curious.
I don't care if you're.
Yeah.
Madge.
Why do I have a +6 to my attack roll?
Then Ami, you start investigating the room, and
Oh, proficiency.
you find behind the bookcase, which is more or less actually still intact, save for all the books on it, which are
Pepe
completely
hands.
destroyed.
Pepe hands.
But you feel a slight breeze coming from behind the bookcase.
Huh.
So the desk has destroyed books on it?
No, the bookcase against the wall.
Bookcase.
Can you help me move this bookcase? I can feel a slight breeze coming from behind it.
Okay, you gonna try to move it.
All right,
I'm gonna help.
give me a strength check, and with Ami's help, you can have advantage.
Strength check is just press the strength button, right?
Yes.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. This is what we'd like to see.
All right. So you grab the bookcase, and as you try to shift it, you hear just something snap
Oh.
as you
Uh-oh.
just broke the lock.
Oh.
The old worn lock that was holding this bookcase closed, and you open it to a small hidden compartment that has a shelf with some books in it that are in a glass case,
That isn't melted.
and the glass case seems to be, save for a few burns on the wood, quite intact.
Let's
Hey, look,
fuck.
Tommy.
Ice. It's time for fucking knowledge, bitches.
Hmm.
Any way to remove the glass case safely without having to shatter it?
The glass case itself is simply just locked.
Can I just remove
It's
the lock?
It's got an old worn lock on it.
Can I break it?
You can attempt to break it, yes.
Hold on, let me see if I got it.
Do you have knock or something?
No, I would not. There's no shot I would need to knock for this.
Would
I-
thaumaturgy work?
I mean, lockpicking would probably work. It's all luck though.
It is a lock, and it's
It is
old.
locked.
It's quite old and doesn't look too intricate.
Yeah, can thaumaturgy work? Because it can unlock doors. But
Well,
unlock
this
locks?
isn't a door. I
thought
mean, I guess
so.
I guess it's sort of a door, but like also not really. That's up
I'm
to
just
Ems.
asking.
That would be up to Ems.
Yeah.
It's a simple enough lock. I'd say you can unlock it with something like thaumaturgy.
There you go. He waves his hand over it and he unlocks it.
So you wave your hand over, and you feel you don't feel, you hear a click as the lock pops off, and then quickly proceeds to fall apart.
Something so dies, but you know what? Oh well, who cares? We would have gotten through the lock one way or another. It causes an unlocked door to fly open or slam shut. But who cares? It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
You open the glass case, and there are three slightly worn but well preserved books within.
I would like to read the titles.
The
three
titles
books.
are Memoirs of a Librarian, first draft.
Wow.
The Forgotten Tales of the Lost Tribes, and The Forest of Light, A Lost Paradise.
The forest of light.
A Lost Paradise.
There we go.
I would like to open the last one.
Yeah.
I would like to
Alright,
open up Forest of Light.
you open it up, and it has the author name. The author's name is Zarel.
Spelling. Okay, thank you.
And he has the subtitle of Arch Librarian of the Grand Library.
Arch librarian.
And along with under the subtitle, um, underneath his title is the first librarian. On the next page is a small spiel about him. He talks about how he is the first librarian of the first arch librarian for the Grand Library here in Elerian, and how he intends to make it a tradition that all arch librarians, before their tenure is completed, they are to write a book that will be added to the library.
Unfortunate.
And this is his book. He describes it as a fairy tale
Fairy
of
tale.
a magical forest filled with wonders and evil.
Huh.
As you browse through the book, it reminds you quite a lot of other stories you've heard about people about just stories about the Feywild.
So the book is about the Feywild?
No.
The book is not directly about the Feywild, but the fairy tales therein do bring a lot of the same imagery as tales of the Feywild to bring.
That are quite similar to the tales of the Feywild.
But yeah, it is a collection of fairy tales that all take place in the same magical forest.
Sorry.
Right.
They're
There are a bunch of fairy
There are a
tales
bunch-
that take place within the same magical forest.
that take place in the same.
And in the closing for the book, he gives some thank yous to the rest of the librarians who helped him with descriptions for magical creatures and for naming of these magical creatures. Along with general thank yous for his parents, his friends who
Yeah,
supported him along the
traditional.
way.
Yeah,
The traditional things, along with this book took me 80 years to complete, and I am thankful I was able to do it before the end of my tenure. I hope my replacement has as much enjoyment out of this book out of writing his book as I did mine.
Well, with that, I would like to open the second book.
Okay.
Bot dead.
One moment. Bot dead.
No, bot dead.
Bot live.
Bot live.
As you open the second book, it is titled this was the Forgotten Tales of the Lost Tribes. You open the book, and the author's name is. This came from a random name generator, so quite the coincidence. The author's name is Xander.
That's
Act.
Uh,
with the X.
With
with
the
the
X
X.
or with the...
That's incredible.
That's hilarious.
That is fucking incredible.
Thank you, random name generators.
We love random name generators in this house.
So,
And he has the title of Arch Librarian of the Grand Library. With the underneath that, he is marked as the 5th
Oh.
Arch Librarian.
Oh. I would have thought that he was the second.
yeah, what happened to the other four?
Well, we don't know about the third book, the first book we saw. Then, but we're not gonna know what
Fair.
we're not gonna know what his story is yet.
He in the blurb that gives a summary of the book, he says that these are the tales that he has collected in his personal explorations
Oh.
of little remembered tribes from a far off distant island.
Oh.
And these are their stories recounted so that they may never be forgotten.
From a far off island.
The stories deal with a lot of tribal politics, a few tribal wars. They detail the customs of various different tribes as much as he could learn of them.
Has
From-
politics, customs, and even some wars.
And he recounts a few different styles of marriage ceremonies, a few different religious practices.
A few marriage traditions
Yes, marriage traditions and ceremonies.
and ceremonies and other religious beliefs.
And reading through them, all of these stories feel very alien. It's not something. It's never anything you've ever heard about. None of these practices are anything that's used in the modern Elerian. None of these names that can barely be pronounced are anything close to modern Elerian. Modern Elerian names or punctuations or language use. Everything about these lost tribes feels very alien. In his closing notes, he says that despite his best attempts, he could never find any indications of living members of these tribes. Only their stories passed down through several generations after he in quotations have been civilized. And much to his personal anguish, he could never find any further information on their gods.
Well, I'm a wizard, so I can in fact learn legend lore, Roo Smile. I will be making you suffer with that eventually. And that will be a glorious day. When I make the DM, when I make Mr. DM here suffer by a legend lore.
All right.
Fucking coming for that lore, baby.
Gotta get that lore.
So, never
have-
found any living members. I've only heard these stories through generations of individuals that have been quote-unquote civilized. You cannot find any information on their gods.
and then the normal spiel about thanking family, friends, all that.
Dedications are also
Yeah.
included.
Alright, well, now we read the first book that I picked up.
All right, and this is the Memoirs of a Librarian, the first draft.
Yes.
And you open it, and it is titled It is titled. Where is your name? There's your name. It is titled Alders. There's the spelling. Alders.
Yeah,
Arch Librarian of the Grand Library,
which one?
and under that, he is marked as the 9th.
Oh, they just been skipping. They've only saved like
Well, as far as we know, there are only 3 surviving versions, which we should probably get to Gale after we're done reading them for ourselves.
yeah.
Well, after I'm done reading them for myself. Then we can probably go over to the museum section and see if anything over there is interesting.
So, Arch-Librarian of the Grand Library, also known as the Ninth Librarian. Yeah, go ahead.
So you start reading through this book. It's the opening summary is a bit hodgepodge, as it's a first draft. There's some misspelling, some missed punctuation.
Oh,
Um,
this must have been the last one, since this is unfinished.
And
Well, maybe. It's just a guess.
he says, it says, these are my personal journals on the goings on in the library, because due to me having to apparently write a book due to tradition.
Yeah, this is probably the last one. This is probably the last guy. The guy who would scream at you for fucking writing. I'm just gonna... Isidore, what was the last Arch Librarian's name?
This is actually him. Alders, yeah, that was him.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
As you read through it, it's a lot of run-on sentences, rambling about how disrespectful some of the scholars in the library are.
It's a really bad book.
It's really bad, and until you get to the end, where in the last few pages that have words written on them, they go from the precise and detailed calligraphy to suddenly just rushed scrolling. where he says, the sky tore open and beasts came flooding through. The fear I feel inside of me now is unshakable.
So the sky has a tear in it.
So he actually lived after the opening moments, after Isidore was killed. That's big to know. Big to know.
It has a tear in it, and the fear I feel is unshakable. Okay, go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
Giant winged beasts breathing fire, frost, and lightning came through. I don't know what to even call them. They burnt the library. I can hear the fires burning through. I can smell the smoke. I can hear the screams.
Okay, hold on. Doesn't know what to call them. Can feel, smell smoke, the library on fire, and can hear the screaming of the people inside. Uh-huh.
And as he continues to write, he says, I don't know what will happen to the library or to the people down there. I think I'll be safe up here for a while. Not that I have much of a choice. The flames have collapsed most of the stairs. I'm scared. I'm so scared. I understand now the reason for these. I'm going to seal the two that I was using as reference for formatting and all. I'm going to seal them in this case. If anybody ever finds them, I'm sorry.
Because of the stair flames collapsing. He was the one who sealed the other two books along with his in the glass case. I see. Okay.
And that's the lost words that are written.
Man. Can't help but feel bad. Can't help but feel bad for the man.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of person that didn't know what he had until he was going to he was literally losing it in front of him.
Well, should we ever get so far, maybe we give the man a second chance.
Maybe.
No form of
His name
resurrection.
is Alders, right?
We know his name.
Okay. We know his name, so we can probably give him a second chance. Maybe he can finally finish his book.
Maybe.
Because the other two are finished, I believe.
Well, he was the 9th, so that means there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. We're missing 6 others. We're missing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th. We're missing 6 other books.
Yeah.
So we have the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th.
Yeah, so maybe we can perhaps with there's an Isidore they can maybe rewrite them? I don't know.
Well,
I'll.
It would probably be more practical for us to potentially search around and hope that the
Well-
books are damaged.
Yes, that is the practical solution, but the extreme solution, for the sake of restoration of all knowledge, is fortunately incredibly expensive. But you know, we could probably master them both one day.
Maybe one day,
Maybe one day.
but
But for now, we
Yeah.
should probably go inform Gale. We should probably go inform Gale of this discovery.
Yeah, I think he would be ecstatic, considering he was
Well-
ecstatic that you even mentioned.
Well, yes, that is why I wish to go inform her that we found these, that there are even records of like the kind of people that the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th arch librarians were.
I'm sure she would be very appreciative.
Yeah. Anyways, DM, we put back the books into the case.
That we're not gonna go take them with us to Gale.
Yeah,
I-
and then we take them to Gale in the glass case.
The glass case is attached to the shelf. You'd have to take the whole shelf
Ah,
off.
Yeah,
okay,
it's like
never mind.
Yeah.
It would be better for us to just carry the books.
yes.
Okay, sorry.
I mean,
It's okay.
I got where you're going with that, but
yeah. You thought
I
it may
know.
have been like on a pedestal or some sort.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I thought at first too.
Yeah, no, it is a shelf. It is a actual shelf that's hidden away.
Oh, so it's like a vault. But made
Yeah, it's
out
like
of
a s-
glass.
It's like a
Like a
very,
pit.
yeah, it's a very small vault. For it can hold upwards of about 10 books depending on their thickness.
Mm-hmm.
But it only had these 3.
Okay. Big lore drops again.
Not the biggest, but you know, it's still pretty cool. I mean, hey, we could, although the 1st and the 5th are probably dead. And not Aldous is probably the only one we could resurrect, and for how long we don't know. For how much longer he would have had to live, I am unaware of.
Well,
Did you
if
fix their age?
If they die of resurrection will not work if they pass away of old age.
Ah.
Yeah. Cannot just
Uh,
restart their life anew.
yeah, Isidore will pipe up. If our timeline for when I died is correct, he would have been in like his mid-30s when I died, at least. I'm not sure how long he was able to survive up here.
Probably not for too long, given what he had to say in his last words.
At least he had the wherewithal and decency to seal them away in glass to protect them from the smoke, most likely.
But regardless, we should take these to go and provide them to Gale. Yes, these alone are a pretty nice discovery.
Agreed. These are. It's nice to know that these books survived. Well, even if it is just 3 of them, I knew that the Grandmasters always did that, or the Arch Librarians did this, but I never got the opportunity to read any of them myself.
Well, time to go find Gale.
Yeah.
All right.
Cause
You-
I mean, I nat 20 for 27 total. So if that's the only thing we found, that's the only thing we found in that damn room.
yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
Unless
Still might
unless this bastard hit something at DC 30, which would be fair, but also a bitch move.
I mean, there was a DC 48, so.
Well, that was a that was a custom thing, as in DC 30, and that also wasn't related to a traditional skill check.
Ah, yeah, fair.
Because the
Yeah, it was a very
normal
special circumstance.
the normal highest DC in 5th edition is a DC 30.
Anyway. Alright, you head back down the stairs. And you very quickly find Gale as she's currently neck deep in a small hole in the floor.
Miss Gale?
And
Mrs. Gale.
she'll look up from her hole. Ah, yes.
We have found in what you have claimed as your office. We found a hidden safe, so to speak, with 3 books that survived by the previous arch librarians, including the
Yes.
last one, the 1st, the 5th, and the 9th.
Yeah.
Well, that
And-
is quite something. And she lifts her arms up and pulls herself out of the hole.
What were you looking down there?
We're trying to find a route down into their cellar.
Oh.
I'm gonna look to Isidore, see if he has anything to speak on the matter, or if he potentially knew where they were.
And he just starts looking around. We are more or less above it, if I remember correctly. But the actual entrance is over there, but it's probably collapsed, honestly.
Well,
Might be easier, though.
Oh,
Don't die,
as
Can.
our fighter continues to fucking die.
because her player has coughing issues. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
Well, it won't hurt to check.
Yeah, agreed. Might be easier to get through there than through the actual, ceiling of the place.
True. Probably made from no stone. It just could cause even bigger problems if you broke that. And Ami is going to go over to where Isidore said the entrance was.
Alright, you go to where he said the entrance was, and it's actually very hard to tell that there was an entrance here. The area where Isidore believes it was is completely collapsed. It's rubble that could probably be cleared with enough time and effort, but it is collapsed.
Damn, I knew I should have bought those fucking gauntlets of ogre strength. Damn, match.
Give me all 3 of you. Give me perception checks.
Aiden, guns and aid can.
Okay.
Taylor.
Guidance. I give you guidance, bah.
So
It's a
help.
Advantage with guidance.
Yes.
Let's go!
What the fuck?
Okay.
Let's go!
Okay.
Our eyes are fucking open. Again.
All
The
right.
the heat-seeking vision is on. The thermals are fucking on, Mr. DM.
Could have been sign if it was another fucking 20.
Hear the night vision goggle whine from Splinter Cell.
God. All right. So, Caroline and Ami, you both, while looking through the area, you both see a small pathway that someone thin and or small could probably crawl through.
That's a 28 from Can, because she forgot to roll
Okay.
guidance.
Thank you. Just
And from what you can tell, it looks like it may be a safe passageway through the entirety of the collapse.
immediately stares to Rivius.
Looks at Halfling, eyes.
looks at Halfling. Thinks.
Can I go in with my armor, or do I have to take it off?
You probably won't be able to fit through with your armor on. You can probably drag your armor behind you, but
I think that would be a bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah,
but your armor
Besides-
does bulk you up quite a lot.
Yeah. It's fucking full plate.
Yeah.
It is halfling-sized full plate, but it is still full plate.
Okay, he takes 10 minutes to take off his armor.
Let's fucking go.
alright.
Alright, so while the rest of the expedition team continues their work, Rivius, you can get help from the others, and it will take less than 10 minutes.
Bro.
You can get your armor off in about 5 minutes or so. And now you're just there in your commoner clothing.
Yep. And then he probably will just go inside.
Alright.
Good luck there, friend.
Thank you.
Try not to break anything.
I have dark vision, so, you know.
Or
Yes.
do.
Whap.
At this point, Caroline's just doing it to see how many times Ami's gonna hit her.
Can
Spoiler
I-
alert, it's going to be a lot.
Good, I'm keeping tally.
It's
How
only
many
been
is it at now? 3, 4?
Twice. Twice actual hitting.
Anyway,
Okay.
so I had the light cantrip, so even though I have dark vision, I cast it anyway.
Alright, what are you
Celestial
putting it
Warlock.
on?
Not it
You
herself.
you just find a
Himself.
pebble and put
You
light
can-
on it.
You can just put it on himself.
Fair,
Yeah, I
you
can
can.
put it on myself, yeah.
Alright, so
baby.
Rivius just starts glowing as he climbs into the hole.
Okay, what do I see, DM?
Alright, as you start crawling through the hole, it takes you a good like minute to slowly crawl your way through, but you eventually come out the other side, and you come out onto the ending of a staircase.
Eventually comes out the other side
Wait, if Isidor's tiny, he can just go through.
yeah, he can come with me.
Wait, yeah, no, Isidor, go with her. Him. Yeah, wait, go with him.
Yeah, okay, Isidore will follow Swift behind Rivius,
Yeah, it's time.
making
yeah.
significantly faster progress.
Wonder why.
Hmm.
Looks at the fact that he is considered tiny.
And he's spectral.
That he still can't go through objects.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to crawl. He floats.
And it's just tiny.
He just zips on through.
Yeah, and I can see through his eyes. So,
Yeah.
you know, let's go, baby!
Okay, so what do we see, DM?
Alright, as you come out into this area, you are greeted with a fairly large and expansive room, lined with shelf after shelf of books. If you take a look at any of the books, some of them appear to be smoke damaged, some of them are scorched, and some of them seem to be more or less intact. A few burnt pages and
You
a
can-
little bit of
can't-
damage, but they're
we
still
could-
readable.
I mean, we could probably use mending on those. I'm gonna go read mending real quick, just to make sure if we can or can't.
Yeah, I have mending, so.
Mending. Breaker tear. Never mind. Sag.
Filled with smoke damage, but otherwise intact. Oh wow, Rivia says, huh. These survived. Huh.
And Ami Isidore will tell you.
I can see
this
through
is
his
where...
eyes. I can
No,
just see through his
Isidore
eyes.
will talk to you.
Oh, okay.
This is, if I remember correctly, this is where we stored a lot of the old myths and legends.
Ah.
Not much historical knowledge, but a lot of cultural.
Well, still rather useful, especially for our new friend. Oh.
And hey, we might be able to find some information about those gods. Maybe I'll finally remember their damn names.
Well, you can start reading, I suppose. Or, well, actually, bring them up. Well, have Rivius bring them up.
Alright, will do. And
Wait.
Isidore will go over to one of the books, hover on it, and just start pointing, and then, like, do a motion of putting them in a bag and hauling it over your back.
Oh, wait! You could have given Rivius the bag of holding. Fuck! Shit! Hit! Anyways.
I mean, you can come back for it, because you know I have it.
Yeah, Rivius would probably do a wait sign and then crawl back.
You could talk to him. Although you don't know that.
No, I don't.
Maybe. Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know that. I just see him. I can't hear him.
Yeah, but you can't hear him, but he can hear you. Pretty sure.
He doesn't know that. Do I know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless
Up to
Ami's
you.
told you, then not really.
Well, I mean, I've responded to questions that people have asked. I've given the responses from Isidore to things people have asked, so.
Yeah. You can probably assume that, yeah.
Okay. So, we can't carry all of this, but I can't carry this all by myself. But I do know that Ami has the bag of holding. So, give me a minute.
And Isidore will just nod.
He will return.
And then Isidore will take a seat on one of the books.
Rivius will return and be like, so good news. There's an entire room full of books in there.
And at that, you suddenly have the attention of everybody in.
Oh,
In the immediate
oh
area.
no, what have you done? We could
Bad
have.
news, I can't carry all of them by myself.
Well,
So I will need to borrow the bag of holding, Ami.
she will hold it out. Go forth and reclaim the knowledge. Well,
Yes.
reclaim the books. In the pursuit of knowledge. Of history.
And then he will disappear into the hole again.
And as you disappear into the hole, there is now a crowd gathering around said hole.
Oh no. What have
As
you
people are
done?
now eagerly awaiting the return of the halfling.
What have you done? Well,
He-
I can't believe the halfling is never coming out. It's just going to be a closet halfling forever now.
It's gone from halfling in a bottle to halfling in a hole.
No, it's just gone from halfling in a bottle to closet halfling. That's never coming out because he's nervous.
He's fine.
Jokes.
Uh,
LGBTQ plus jokes, baby.
True.
We can make them because we are them. VV.
Honestly, fair. Anyways, Rivius would collect all the books, but because I don't think books will weigh that much, so he could probably take all of them.
I'd be
Maybe?
fucking surprised.
all of them, no, but you can get a good few of them into the bag of holding.
I mean, that thing can hold up to 500 pounds. So,
It is a very large selection of books.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm talking upwards of maybe 200 to 300 books.
I can't all weigh that much. It's like
Books
maybe
are
a
really
pound.
heavy, though.
Depends on the book. It depends on the composition of the cover, the pages, how many pages.
These books are largely hardcover,
Okay, that would make
and
sense.
they are books
Rather big.
written in large fonts
Of course they are.
because they are all handwritten
Okay.
in calligraphy.
Oh god. Well, fair enough. Well, thankfully it's a bag of holding, so you can just, make multiple trips
Mm-hmm.
and be swarmed literally every single time you come out. And please don't drop them all out at once, because that would also drop the flying machines. The
Yeah.
gliding machines. So like, whatever you do, just don't turn the bag of holding inside out. I don't need to risk
Oh.
losing those things.
I mean, 19 intellect won't actually do that.
Actually smart now.
Actually smart now.
Well, 19 int serves the purposes of book smarts, not street smarts.
Oh,
But he is a whizcaster, so
Yes. So he is street smarts.
yeah, so he'll just, every time he comes out of the hole, he will go to a table and take all the books out.
and
Mommy
as
will
you
help.
take the book, as the books get taken out, Gale tells the crowd to move back and give some room. Don't damage the books with their excitement.
We know you are incredibly excited, and this is probably a massive fucking breakthrough for what has been probably a fucking while of effort, but, calm down.
Yeah, so how much
3
effort
idiots
did-
arrived and probably done a little bit more than they have in, 3 months of effort. Maybe.
Yeah, this will take about 2 to 3 weeks.
What?
Not 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 trips.
Oh. I was
About how long have the group been here, though? Not us, as in, the archaeological group.
From what Gale said before, they've been here for about 3 years.
Okay, probably knows that, but we've probably just served to kickstart a lot of shit
Uh-huh.
in the span of an hour. Probably.
After
Maybe 2. Maybe
this,
3.
You'll be fine.
It will be.
entire contents of the room have been transferred.
And every time you come back with a trip of new books, they have carefully, as they have set up a small system of transporting the books to different tables, and they are now very carefully looking the books over, checking how stable and strong they are before they crack them open and start reading.
When Ribius is done, he's just gonna be like, well, that was something.
You seem like you were having a bit of fun with it.
It was kind of fun.
You've made a major contribution to the recovery of significant previous cultural knowledge. That is not.
But if,
That is not a. That is not a. That is nothing small, my friend.
before you put on his armor, though, he would like to go back in and does the staircase go up?
No, the staircase was going down. It was what remained of the staircase that led down to this room that had collapsed.
Oh, so there's nothing up, just the room.
There's nothing
Yeah,
up,
the only thing
only
up-
down.
The only thing up is the group.
Okay. So nothing else in the room?
Nope, just the bookshelves.
I mean, you can always check.
That is.
Can I check, DM?
You can give me an investigation if you want to investigate the room deeper.
Isidore.
Ami, you can do it as well, I believe, through Isidore's eyes.
Yeah, more than likely, yes. Oh my god, it just doesn't stop.
Fun that never ends.
Da-da-da.
All right. As you both investigate the room, Revias, you manage to find a few urns spread throughout the area that seem to have some sort of powder in them that you could imagine was probably here to help with climate control in the room, considering everything here seems dedicated around keeping this room at a particular temperature and making sure it wasn't overly moist in here, that the humidity in the room was kept low. So this is most likely some method of keeping down the humidity.
It seems with the help of the community. He takes one urn with him.
Okay, you're gonna take one of the urns with you.
Mm-hmm.
Ami,
Mhm.
through Isidore's eyes, you also find these urns. They seem to be filled with some sort of combination of wood, charcoal, and silver. Outside of those, you don't find anything else particularly interesting about this room.
Okay.
It looks like everything about this room, from the walls being a particular type of stone that is very good at keeping the temperature cool. These urns that would have been used to keep the humidity down. Everything in here was specifically designed around regulating this room to keep it at a very particular climate that would have been perfect for preserving books.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's with a turn. Open the bag of holding. Open the bag of holding. Take out the urn. Besides the books, I found this. It could. I don't know what it really is, but it could.
Well, it seemed related to the preservation of the books within the room, and climate control within, keeping the room's moisture low, and the temperature in check.
Fair enough.
Isidore, do you know where any of the other rooms are? Or any of the other rooms go?
Yeah, I can. Hold on. And he starts drawing on a small pad, and in your book on the first page, you can see a small map being drawn in the margin spectrally.
Honors.
that are it's a very basic layout that of the floor that you're currently on, and it shows points where he remembers there being pathways down to similar rooms like this.
Well,
Are they half the size?
well, the other one's passages may have survived, or maybe not. We'll have to see.
Yeah, these pathways surviving?
He is unsure. Does well. He kind of died within the opening seconds.
You know what? That's fair. We investigate them then. Probably.
Yes, we investigate, and we leave the archaeologists to do their work.
They're probably talking. They have
It-
literally boons.
They are probably quite ecstatic of the breakthrough we just provided them.
Yeah, I see him.
We go motherfucking explore.
Yeah.
All right. And as you continue to explore, you find most of the rooms, their pathways have completely collapsed.
No entrances
The
at
one, the ones that have their entrances are too small for Rivias, but Isidore could get through. The ones that Isidore can get through, he finds out that similar to the other ones, quite a few of the books have managed to survive. However, they will almost all require.
all? Oh. The
Bye,
current's
bot.
dead.
Oh. Just straight up
She's
die.
fucking dead now.
The bot is still this.
Left the voice channel due to inactivity.
What the fuck do you mean?
Okay.
Fuck you too, bot.
Fuck you too! What do you mean? Whatever.
Dude, what the fuck?
My tongue will own the multiverse.
You did say that.
Yes. I'm making a joke about it.
Anyways, what were you saying?
The remaining corridors will all have to be cleared before they can be entered.
Well, you
But
know what?
now
That's
that-
a good
now that-
thing because we can mark them all.
Yeah, now that the entrances have all been marked, they can. The excavation crews can actually specifically target where they are supposed to be clearing.
Yeah, so we don't have a chance of damaging the rooms themselves. Which would ultimately be a fate worse than death, because that's a lot of shit to lose. To a fucking cave-in.
And the knowledge that Rivias has brought, along with the knowledge that Army has brought, and the sheer amount of potential knowledge that you have discovered sealed away, that is where we will end tonight's session.
Otters.
But
DM,
Nice.
DM, where is my history expertise?
we are too small for.
I mean, I can make an
I
actual
have-
case for this one because because my Awakened spellbook is literally a fucking scholar from pre-Terra Elerian.
Yeah, I have plans for that. Don't worry.
Anyways,
Yeah, you said that last time. I still have my intimidation pro.
Yeah, plans take a
Mad.
while.
They clearly don't if Hoy is any indication, Rushmile.
Anyways, maybe it's put on his armor, smile.
Yeah.
It is now the Ami show. Ru VV. It is the Ami and Co show. As I have somehow ended up the leader of this these three misfits.
For now.
For now. Until it goes back to being the Caroline show.
I'm a support name.
Well, you'll get your time.
See, a well-rounded cast always has to have like every character have their stories, obviously. So
Well, it's kind
the
of
fact
point.
the fact that we're able to get everyone to bounce around makes it
True.
good.
Everyone's been able to be useful, except Caroline. Caroline is just Caroline.
Caroline is Caroline, and Caroline is planning something.
Yes.
Squint.
I'm
So
telling you, the taco stand
fuck off.
is the best fucking. Hey, don't get mad when people realize how amazing tacos are great.
Tacos are great. Taco tacos are fucking pog, but like, also
That's what
it's
I'm
just
saying.
they are great, but like, do tacos even fucking exist yet? Hello, God check.
No,
What is-
I think that's Caroline's point. She's gonna invent
Yeah,
them.
That's meta knowledge.
exactly.
That's metagaming. Madge, be a chef first, bitch.
Maybe that's what I'm working for, bitch.
Okay, then I'll see you when you take the
That's
chef
where the
feed.
money's going. She's going to night school.
Oh fuck, bro.
That's why. That's why
take
she's
the
always
chef
disappears
feed.
at night. She's going to night school.
Exactly.
You're
You know
a
how-
fighter. You can just use one of your, 4 extra ASIs on the chef feed and just get it for free.
Or I could enjoy the moment and imagine Caroline being the Gordon Ramsay of tacos.
This is a horrible fate for everyone.
It's the fate of Elerian.
But
Hold up.
anyways, I'm
Hold up. So you say it's the fate of Elerian, huh?
Yeah.
Well, this is your fate.
God damn it.
Aw.
But
He's not gonna come.
bitch.
He's not gonna come back with D.
Man, you guys gave me comedy effing gold tonight. There were so many jokes. But it was, yeah. Thank you for all 2 people that were watching.
We had DG for a little bit, but his internet hated us.
There is in fact a Dino in chat. Kitsune Wizard once again pops off
Good night.
by recovering mass knowledge.
Good night,
Also, hello.
bud.
Good
Welcome
night,
back.
Ken. Love you,
Good
bud.
night.
Yeah.
You deserve to get in DC'd though.
You're just mad when the Taco Emporium becomes supreme.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Good night, Ken. See you Thursday.
Elerian will know the beautiful joy of Taco Tuesday.
Oh, God. God, I hate it here.
Bye.
I don't, but I hate it here.
This is what happens when I'm allowed to be here.
Well, what happened at
having you
first
here,
was mass rhyming memes and the tilting of both of my boyfriends. So, that
The
was
launch
pretty good.
point has to be somewhere.
True.
But yeah, I
Good
am.
night.
Good night. I am excited though for
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
True. We have just
Oh
gained a
God,
shit ton.
Arceus has old English.
We're getting some lore. It's
True.
great.
We have just probably gained a shit ton of reputation with this archaeological group for the bullshit that we have just pulled for them.
I sure can't
God,
wait
your
to get
rolls are
paid
so
out.
fucking good. How the fuck did you get so many fucking nat 20s?
Well, I don't-
Alex,
See, the only source of bad luck has been eliminated. Therefore, I only have good luck now.
I believe it's because we believe in the power of the taco.
Sure, we'll
Like-
go with that.
How many nat 20s? That's 2 there.
At
Okay,
least
there's only
2.
been 2 nat 20s. No, 3 nat 20s rolled this session out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rolls made this session that have been 3 nat 20s.
So it's
It do be
like
like that.
a little less than 20, a little less than 20% of the total rolls.
It's a
For
lot.
nat
It's still
20s?
a lot of nat 20s to have in
mean-
a single session.
I
So
mean,
impressive.
percentage-wise, yeah, that's a lot of nat 20s. Mostly because there weren't that many rolls because we weren't doing all that much rolling. But, you know, generally, on average, we rolled pretty high.
Also, that nat 1 Arcana and poor Caroline suffering
That was pretty funny.
overload.
It was good soup.
God fucking damn it.
Good soup.
I
Good
hate
soup.
it here. I am leaving.
Alright,
Bye.
bye.
That's a joke, but not yet. I probably will.
I mean, I wouldn't be
Hopefully not have
surprised
a
if you
burp.
just went over to chill chat to play more Monster Hunter.
Yes, I wish to do that. Because 100 Goog, now that I actually feel slightly more, I'm more confident with what the fuck I'm doing.
I
Simple.
play ours.
And apparently, there's no longer a bet
Yeah.
because
Well,
Burb just did it anyway.
yeah. I'm like, bruh, I was actually gonna try like really hard not to fucking card
Now,
too.
ultimately, what would have been funny is if he waited till after the bet was concluded, whether he won or lost, and just did it anyway. Now that would have been funny.
It would have been
That would
funny.
be-
I would have been supremely annoyed that he just went back on word and did it anyways. I would have been if I lost and he did it anyways. I would have been supremely annoyed because like I didn't deserve that. I mean, like Taylor deserves it, but I don't deserve the satisfaction of knowing that he did it anyways. Like I still am. Like I would have been satisfied if if he did card
It
before
would have
me.
been a very Burb thing, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's very him.
Huh.
Anyways, I'm gonna end stream and recording now. Thank you for watching. As I
Yeah.
said, I will probably upload this one to YouTube some
And
point.
thank y'all for playing.
Yeah,
Thank you for-
Thank you for running.
Thank you for dealing with our bullshit and my RNG.
Yeah,
Here's
thank
the thing. I love bullshit. This is what I live for.
True, and damn if you ain't living in it, because
How much was this planned and how much was this was improv?
100% improv.
didn't feel
Because
like that
I-
at
I-
effing all.
I had zero plan for this session aside from you guys might be going to the library. I don't fucking know.
Well, you underestimated how little of ideas what the fuck everyone else wanted to do, and I was the only one who actually needed solid leads on what the fuck they wanted to do next. So,
The other idea was a prison break.
well, we probably would have saved that for later ultimate anyways,
Yeah,
because it's a very big thing to commit to.
yeah. So literally, the only idea was the ruins, or we just vibe until we fucking.
I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure we could have found a job or something.
Well, yeah,
True.
but like this is better anyways because we just earned a shit ton of reputation with a archaeological group, with a prodigal spellcaster, which
Yeah.
could be a
come
massive
home?
boon.
Magic? Podcast? We can convince Gail to hang out with us now? Pod?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
they still probably got a lot of work to do, but we could probably earn. We're probably earning some favors from them.
Or hopefully we can find something interesting that the tower holds.
Or just the Grand Library holds in general, other than all the information we've.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Find out there's a secret basement where like a fucking dragon lives or something.
Maybe not that
Oh my
big,
freaking
but
God, Twitter was
God,
right.
that would be something. Just the dragon who burnt down the library decided to just make it home after the war.
secret boss Rue H. Prepare to
Yeah.
fucking die.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it's like the Smaug effect, where it's just like dragon is like, I burned this place down, but it would make for a very nice, cozy home.